Warning! The Stone Age Gamer podcast includes a lot of bad language. Cover your motherfucking ears.
Good evening and welcome to the Stone Age Gamer podcast. I am Kris Randazzo and joining me tonight is gravity-defying cactus Dan Ryan.
I mean, I'll take it. That's one of the nicest ones you've said all year.
Aw, I tried. It's 2026, or at least it probably is for you, so we're taking a look back at the year that was 2025. How did the world of gaming treat us this year? Grab a hold of that banana, because the Stone Age Gamer podcast starts now.
I've got mine right in my hand.
Both hands. Both hands. Hi, everyone. This is episode 599. It's the week of January 2nd, 2026. And welcome, for anyone new here, this is the official podcast of StoneAgeGamer.com. Dan and I talk every week about what's been happening in the world of video games from a retro gamer's perspective, as well as whatever the hell else is going on in our lives. And speaking of which, I would like to take a moment to talk a little bit about what's been going on in my life, or not really talk about what the details of it, because it's not really something that I feel I should be talking about on the show. It is reasonably private, but yes, a couple of listeners reached out to both me and Dan, and were asking how I was doing, because apparently I had led on to being in as poor spirits as I was last week, as I actually was last week. Last week was a really tough week. I had some troubles with a friend of mine, and it was a tough one. Things have gotten better. I have since cleared things up. I had a marvelous Christmas. I'm in very good spirits, and no, I'm in therapy, and the hard times that are coming ahead, I feel that I have decently prepared enough for them. But really, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to the folks that reached out. It really means a lot to me to have that happen. That kind of support is really means a lot. And like I said, I am okay. I was not okay last week. I really wasn't. It was a bad time. But then I spent the weekend with Dan. Dan and I drove all over Christ Creation. Was that last weekend?
That was last weekend. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I just really lost track of time there. Like, holy crap. That was really that close to Christmas. Yes, we drove up to North Jersey. We saw Mike and Rauchy. We saw Mr. Matt Much. It was a very good day and talked through a lot of issues, and yeah, I'm okay. I'm all right, and I'm going to be all right. I just have I have a lot of hard times coming up ahead of me. I wish I could talk more about it in detail on the show. It's just one of those things that's not really my place to make it public, as it were. I am not a stand-up comedian, at least not yet. But
I mean, there's still time, though. You know,
there's still time. You never know what could happen. Yeah. I will say that one thing that is in front of me, one thing that I can talk about, are some cookies. So we're doing another test recording here. I think we've got it figured out what we're going to be doing for episode 600, at least visually speaking. Dan and I accidentally wore the same shirt, so we're twinsies, which is super fun.
But
good. I have in front of me some Christmas cookies. I'm going to show them to Dan right now.
They look
this one that fell apart.
Fucking great.
Oh my God. All right. I have so many cookies in my house, it's ridiculous. So this one here that fell apart, this is a gingerbread cookie with white chocolate chips. This one was from Erica, and it is phenomenal. This is from Sean Doyle's older sister, Bonnie. This is a hot chocolate cookie with gold dust, some sort of hard chocolate coating, a hot chocolate cookie, and a giant freaking marshmallow. And this guy right here is one of my Rolo cookies. I think I talked about those on the show. They came out phenomenal. So I have those with me down here, and they are so good, they make me want to cry. Yeah, no, I think all of my cookies came out great. I'm very happy with all of them. The chocolate orange ones, the creamsicle ones came out so good. I did a layer of chocolate across the bottom. Oh man.
That's the one exhausting. That I'm most into. That sounds the best.
It was to me. Certainly interesting, but it was but they all came out very well. Some of them are already starting to get a little too stale for my taste, so I'm eating them as quickly as I can. Bonnie always makes killer cookies. Erica is a hell of a baker. She made me and Karen sugar cookies that look like She made one that is like Steelers colors, that has like a little dude with a Steelers jersey that has a Jerome Bettis' number, and she made a Flyers one for me that looked like Owen Tippett, and Owen Tippett was delicious. I don't know how she makes sugar cookies that soft. Mine always come out like, well, Karen was the one who usually makes sugar cookies, and we just passed on it this year. But yeah, so I've got cookies, and they're freaking delicious, and I'm gonna eat them. Carl,
I've got beer. You know, I've got a Hardywood, Kentucky Christmas morning. This is very exciting. It's an imperial stout
too, because I'm a child,
with a bunch of bullshit in it. I don't have any cookies because I'm a grown ass man. I'm not going to sit here eating. No, I'm just. I don't have any cookies because we didn't.
You fucking loser.
We didn't make any cookies this year. Like this week, really got away from us. Like kind of the whole Christmas season got away from us this year, but like this week in particular, when we were sitting down to like, all right, so we're gonna, here's the plan of the things we're going to do, and then my cat, Twyla, the one who we got, I think it was probably around this time last year.
Is she named after the character on Schitt's Creek?
Yes. Because her original name was Trash Bag, because she looked like a trash bag when she was dropped off. This Tiff was working at the old doctor, and somebody just brought this cat in. And they were like, here you go. Here's this bedraggled, wet fucking monster. And she looked like a trash bag. Like, she looked awful. So that's what they named her that day. And it was like, all right, we'll bring her home and, we'll nurse her back to health and whatever, and then we'll adopt her out. And then she just crawled her way right into our hearts, and there was no way she was going anywhere. And, so earlier this week, we started to notice that, like, she wasn't acting right, and, like, cats are weird that way. They don't always show you that they're sick until they're like really sick. Like with a dog, like it's pretty obvious, but cats are really good at hiding it. So I think it was probably like Sunday night we started noticing that she just really wasn't herself, and it was like, all right, well, let's keep an eye on that. And then Monday it was like, okay, something's wrong with Twyla. She's like trying to cough up like hairballs and shit, which is not a thing that she really ever does. Like our other cat, Raz, he's constantly over grooming himself and like coughing up hairballs and shit, which is, it's like whatever. So when we saw Twyla start doing it, it's like, okay, something's fucking weird here. So Tuesday, Tiff took her in to her current vet where she works, and they did some ultrasounds and some x-rays and saw that there was a blockage. And it was like, all right, well, fuck, that's either surgery or we're going to hope that she passes whatever she's got in there. We'll give her some laxatives and that sort of thing, which we did. And she passed a little bit of it on Tuesday night. But Wednesday, when I got up in the morning, she was sitting in the bathroom, which is like a weird place for her to be. She was just on like the bath mat, and I went in and I went to pick her up, and as soon as I touched her, she threw up. And I was like, whoa, fuck. All right. This is what we're doing today.
I mean, to be fair, whenever you touch me, I throw up, but
Yes, but not out of your mouth. So it was like, well, fuck, it's Christmas Eve. We have like a bunch of shopping that we still have to get done because the entirety of last week, Tiff was down with the flu. This like nasty ass flu that's going around. Mm-hmm. Tiff had that all last week. So it was like any of the plans that we had made for that kind of shit, shopping and whatever, those were all gone. So it was like, all right, fuck. So we dropped the cat off in the morning, dropped Tiff off. We got to do surgery. She was off on Wednesday, but she went into work, scrubbed in, did the surgery while I'm running around stressed to the fucking max, trying to Christmas shop while also getting these periodic updates from Tiff of like, all right, we have to take out some of her intestine because it's going necrotic as we're fucking here on the table because she hadn't pooped in like 2-3 days. So, like, they're watching the intestine die as they're fucking doing the surgery. I'm like, oh my God, your job is so fucking gross. I don't understand how you're doing this, but okay. You know, and then it's just been like, it's been a fucking hellacious 2 weeks. So, other than the copious amounts of sex that we had on Saturday, Chris, other than that, it has been just awful. But
I'm glad it was other than that. Sorry, you finished like right as I was taking a sip of chocolate milk.
Yeah, I know. And then I took a sip.
When you have the video version of the podcast, you'll be able to see me struggling to swallow chocolate milk or whatever else is in my mouth while there's awkward silences. Meanwhile, the audio versions will just have that edited out.
Yeah, which will be nice. I don't know. Does Evan edit that part out? Again, I don't listen.
I don't know.
And I'm not going to watch. I'm still like,
I'm not going to do it. Definitely not going to watch. I'm going to see myself.
I mean, I do.
I'm getting enough of this asshole as it is.
What do you think? Should my kids be allowed to have dessert?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Uncle Kris said sure.
Penn should. Roddy shouldn't.
That's fucked up.
Hey, you said Roddy's been a real asshole lately, but Penn's been helping around the house, so...
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Nah, it's Christmas. Desserts all around.
All right, that's fair. All right, I'm texting him. He's also trying to mount his new monitor that we picked up from Mike with the monitor stand and all of that shit, which they're gorgeous monitors, by the way. Love them. Anyway, so what are we doing? Year in review?
This is the year in review. We're going to look back at the year of 2025, the year of our Lord, Tommy Tallarico, and
that's right.
Back at the year in review.
Happy Tallarico-ness, by the way, to everyone. Happy New Year's, yes. Tallarico.
So, I thought it would be fun to kind of look at this more of like what we played this year, like kind of a real breakdown of what we played instead of going through like game by game throughout the year. Or is that dumb because we're going to do Golden Caveman Awards? Like, which way should we do this, really?
Oh, boy. I don't know. I mean, we can kind of do... Yeah.
All right, here's what I think.
We probably should have discussed this previously.
It's been busy. So here's what we're going to do. I'm calling an audible yet again. I put through this list of all the games that I played throughout the course of the year. And, or is that not what I did? What is this? Oh, this was all the games that I was interested in this year. Not necessarily all the games that I played. So that's interesting. That's not what I thought I did. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to look at 2025 in video games on Wikipedia. And we're just going to look through this and talk about things that were interesting, right?
Sure.
So let's see. Here in the year, like I said, of our Yord, Thomas the our Yord, our Lord, Thomas the Tallarico.
Here in the year of our Yord,
the year of our Yord.
Yes.
Major awards. So let's see. We've got the 43rd Golden Joystick Awards, the Game Awards 2025, the 29th Annual DICE Awards, which haven't happened yet. Okay, so really the only 2025 major awards that have happened are the Game Awards and Golden Joystick Awards.
Right.
Both of them, Game of the Year was Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. Never heard of it.
No. Do I gotta play the other 32? Haha, still funny.
Ew. I don't like my Claire's Obscure. I like them perfectly visible.
That's right.
Independent. So we got Indie Game of the Year. I don't understand what this means. Golden Joystick for Indie and Debut. Okay, so Independent/Debut. We've got Blueprints and Hollow Knight Silksong for the Golden Joystick Awards.
Okay.
Game Awards was more Expedition 33, just both categories.
So was
the game...
go
ahead.
Was the Golden Joystick, is that the one where they took the award away from Claire Obscure? Or was that the Indie Game Awards? Because there's so many of these different award shows. None of them are as important as the one we're about to do next week.
Right, the Golden Cavemans. I honestly don't know, and I don't care enough to look it up, but you're welcome to if you want.
Okay. I think I had it in week old news, which I'm now just realizing I didn't put any links in, so that'll be fun.
I don't know that I did either, but we're going to find out. It's Christmas, you know? It's Christmas.
Yeah,
of course it's going to be a shit show. Let's see. Golden Joysticks didn't do anything for VR, AR, or mobile and portable, but the Game Awards gave something to Musume Pretty Derby.
Oh, yeah. I downloaded that and was going to play
I saw
it.
that award
And
being given
then,
out.
yeah, like a hot horse girl game. And then I was like, man, I don't know that I fucking need that in my life right this minute. I don't know that I'm ready for that.
I need exclusive ugly horse girls. That's really it.
That's right. It was the fact that they were pretty.
Yeah. That was the turnoff. VR and AR award was the Midnight Walk. Yeah, okay.
That looked really cool, and I was really into that. Never got to it.
Artistic achievement, animation and art direction, audio, music, sound design, all Clair Obscur. That's not true. Clair Obscur was audio, music, art direction, and animation for artistic achievement, but then sound design was Ghost of Yotai at Golden Joystick Awards and Battlefield 6 at the Game Awards. I'd thoroughly checked out of the Game Awards by this point.
Yeah.
Let's see. Character or performance? Golden Joystick Awards gave it to Jennifer English as Mael in Clair Obscur, and for leading role, and then supporting role was Ben Starr as Verso in Clair Obscur. Clean it up.
Apparently we should play this fucking game, Chris.
I don't have the option. I have no platforms that can play it. Game direction or design all went to Clair Obscur. Narrative, Clair Obscur, in both Game Awards. Multiplayer and online in the Golden Joystick went to something called Peak, which I'm totally unfamiliar with.
Yeah, it's a PC game. It's a PC game like you climb. It's like climbing with friends, I believe, is the best way to put it.
Weird.
I don't know. Yeah.
Ooh, I should not have eaten all those cookies. I didn't need to. I knew that going in, that I shouldn't have eaten all those cookies. I basically ate cookies for lunch today, so.
Oh, it's Christmas. Calories don't count. You're fine.
Yeah. Anyways, let's see here. So that was the last thing for Golden Joystick. So the rest of this is all the Game Awards. Multiplayer online was Arc Raiders. Action was Hades 2. Adventure, Hollow Knight Silksong. Family, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Fighting, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Role-playing, Clair Obscur. Sports and Racing, Mario Kart World. Strategy Simulation, Final Fantasy Tactics, The Ivalice Chronicles. Social Impact, South of Midnight. And Special Award, Game Changer, went to Girls Make Games.
Yeah.
So I got a couple of issues with these.
Okay. Unsurprising.
I don't know. I don't know how you. I guess is Hollow Knight Silksong an adventure game? Is Donkey Kong Bonanza a family game? It gets family friendly, but I guess when I see family game, I think like a game you play with your family, not just something
like
that's
Mario Party or Overcooked.
Exactly.
Yeah,
something that is a game you play with your family, not just multiplayer, but a family multiplayer thing. I don't know. I feel like family is such a weird category. It's like it exists just so they can give Nintendo awards.
Yeah,
stop that.
It's one of those like weird. I don't know. You might want to go check the Stone Age Gamer blog for your Christmas Eve present. A wonderful article went up about multiplayer games you can play with your family. But yeah, like that particular term, like family game. I mean, it depends on the family. Like, I don't know if you've seen on the Tiki Takis, there is a version of Go Fish that got very, very popular on TikTok called Go Fuck Yourself. And you play exactly the same as you play Go Fish. You deal out the cards and then you ask like, hey, Chris, do you have an alcoholic stepfather? And if you do, you give him the card. If not, you say, no, I don't. Go fuck yourself. And it's super funny. And they get like way more raunchy than that. But like for my family, that is in fact a family game because we have played it as a family. you know, so this idea of like what family gaming is kind of weird and difficult to define. But yeah, you're right. It's the Nintendo Award.
Yeah, it's really odd. I also feel like the sports and racing. I mean, I guess you kind of have to put sports and racing in the same category, but like, how do you compare Mario Kart World to Madden? Like, they're just so very different. It's another category I don't really get. I also don't know about like, all right, Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles. That's a remake of a PS1 game, so should it be considered for Game of the Year? It's a remake.
I mean, if it's so, I think that
I don't know how different it is, but it seems that seems weird to me.
There's like an all new script for that one. Like that starts to get into the question of like what's the difference between like a remake and a remaster?
Yeah,
right. Like remaster. Like should The Last of Us Remastered have also been up for Game of the Year? Probably not, because you just took what was there and made it look prettier. Right. Whereas if you look at something like this Final Fantasy Tactics, like that is built from the ground up. Right. Or like the Final Fantasy VII trilogy that they're doing now. You can't argue that is the same game as the original Final Fantasy VII.
Completely
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Anyway, the Game Awards suck.
They are... I don't think they suck. I don't hate them nearly as much as you do.
I was bored out of my freaking mind.
They are... It's just... It's a really weird show. It's a really weird show, and I don't know what could be done to make it better.
I don't either. Other than us hosting it.
Well, I mean, obviously, other than us hosting it, it'd be a lot sexier and certainly a lot funnier. But, like, I don't know that anybody actually cares to watch an award show in, like, the traditional Grammys, Emmys, MTV Awards, even. You know? I don't know that they would if you made it a show that was interesting enough to watch. This is, this is like, it's very funny because this actually smells kind of like Jeff Keighley approaching an award show, similar to how Kojima approaches storytelling in video games. It's not storytelling through games; it's play a game and then watch story. It's like he's just like, okay, well, here's the Game Awards. How do we make it more fun? We just turn it into something that it's not. Trailers. I think that's what people are tuning in for. The trailers. They're not tuning in for the awards. And the people who are tuning in for the awards aren't getting what they're after because they're not getting that information from the people that made the games that are getting the awards. They're not getting that. And that's not something you televise and bring like multiple millions and billions of people to watch. It's just for enthusiasts. And that's got to be okay. But it's not okay to Jeff Keighley and company. They want it to be like this big prestigious thing, and it's just never going to be that because nobody cares. And it's similar to the Oscars. Yeah.
Like, it's just the Oscars are moving to freaking YouTube. Because that's where
people are
about it. It's where people are, and it's where the segment of enthusiast people who give a crap about that anymore. Because like Hollywood isn't what it used to be. There aren't stars the way that there used to be stars.
Right.
It's a different world now.
And those type of people are so few and far between in gaming, right?
Yeah,
of like,
exactly.
You have Hideo Kojima. I would argue like you had Tomonobu Itagaki.
You got your like Miyamoto. You've got
Miyamoto. But like most of the time when they like roll these dudes out, they're like old white corporate businessmen. Like they're not actually any fun to listen to or to talk, you know, like I don't give a fuck. Every time fucking Todd Howard comes out, I'm like, oh, fuck, okay, thanks, Todd. Fuck off, you know, like
cool.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway,
thumbs down. Moving on. I'm done talking about this. Critically acclaimed games. The following table lists the top-rated games released in 2025 based on Metacritic, which generally considers expansions and separate entities. The original versions of these games were released in 2025. So, Hades 2 was the top at 95. Clair Obscur 92, Blueprints 92, Split Fiction 91, Donkey Kong Bonanza at 91, and Hollow Knight Silk Song at 90. This was a good year. Those are all. Really,
it really was.
I played Clair Obscur, but yeah, I played through.
I really,
Split
really
Fiction.
want to play Hades.
I am I haven't touched either Hades 1 or Hades 2. Just because I'm kind of afraid I'm not going to like them because they're really not my style. And
they're not.
I don't want to not
either.
like them because they look really cool.
They're not mine either, and I fucking loved them. I thought they were so good. Hades 2, I really want to play it. I absolutely fucking love the first Hades, and I am not the biggest fan of like that kind of isometric dungeon crawl, roguelite or roguelike type experience. And it was just a great fucking game. I just absolutely loved it. And I'm sure the second one is outstanding. Blueprints, you're going to hear more about that next week. But I fucking adored that game. I just actually fired it up today as I was messing around with my Portal, which we'll talk about that a little bit later. Yeah, Donkey Kong and Hollow Knight, we will also talk about next week. So, what did you think of Split Fiction, ultimately, Kris? Because I really want to play it. I really want to play it, but I don't know that Tiff is going to love it. Because she doesn't like actually playing games. She likes watching games. Right. You know?
Wish there was a good way for the two of us to play it.
Yeah.
Wonder if it's a crossplay.
Is that one of the ones where you only need one copy?
Crossplay.
Or do you need 2 copies of it? I don't remember.
That's a great question. And if my internet was being better, I would look it up.
That's fair. We don't need to answer that right now, though. But you liked it, right? Like you thought it was...
Yeah, I did. I rather enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I gave it because I reviewed it for Nintendo Force, and I liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was very creative. The dialogue was a little bit try-hard from time to time, but certainly not enough to bog down the experience. I didn't love that no matter what we did, we couldn't actually play it non-split screen. Because they did the whole game share thing, and I had Greg play on he played on the Switch, and I played on the Switch too, but it was still it was always split screen no matter what. And I think there was because I think there were parts of it where you really wanted to be able to see what was on the other person's screen, but
yeah,
if we were doing game share, we were in the same room anyway, so if we wanted to see each other's screens, we could just show each other our screens.
Look at it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it was very stylishly done, the whole split screen thing. It's a really brilliant game. I rather liked it. It's cool.
Definitely want to check it out. Because I could definitely play it like I would want to play. I'm always looking for something to play with Tiff. Because like I said, she doesn't really... she plays like a lot of games on her phone and whatnot, but as far as like console gaming, there's just too many buttons for her delicate lady fingers. So what are you going to do? But my children don't suffer from the delicate lady fingers problem that my wife has. So I could definitely like play it with them, and Tiff could be there, but it's not the same.
No. Well, moving right along, major events, according to Wikipedia. In January, new gaming accessories and handheld consoles were revealed during the Consumer Electronics Show, CES 2025, held at Las Vegas Convention Center in Winchester, Nevada. In February, the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences hosted the 2025 DICE Summit and the 28th Annual DICE Awards at the Aria Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. And later in February, Warner Brothers Games closed Monolith Productions' player first games and WB Games San Diego. Good job, Warner Brothers. Moving right
there
along,
is
March.
there is a lot of layoffs to talk about, which I don't want to anymore.
We already did. We talked about them all year long. We don't have to really go into any more details. March was actually pretty beefy, it looks like. On March 12th, Scopely acquired the games division and related intellectual property of Niantic Incorporated for $3.5 billion, which included Niantic's Pokemon Go and Monster Hunter Now. On March 17th through 21st, the 2025 Game Developers Conference, including the Game Developers Choice Awards and the Independent Game Festival, were held in San Francisco, California. On March 19th, the first industry-wide video game union, the United Video Game Workers Communication Workers of America, covering both the United States and Canada, was announced. Awesome.
That's probably the best news of the year, right? Like, as far as
here.
Yeah, as far as like industry worker kind of news is concerned.
Indeed. It's certainly the opposite of, all the layoffs and closures and stuff.
Yeah.
March 25th, Game Informer announced that it had been acquired by Gunzilla Games and reestablished themselves as an independent video game news outlet, additionally mentioning a revival of their print magazine and return of all laid-off staff members. That was another good piece of news. If
also
you like
awesome.
Game Informer.
Yeah. I always really liked Game Informer. I know Game Informer is a relatively divisive magazine. I don't know. I always kind of liked it. I like the format. I like the size of it. I'm a size queen, right? So
I do. I know obviously. This of you, yes.
So I've heard and seen in action. But yeah, like, I don't know. I always like Game Informer.
I have a love-hate relationship with Game Informer. It was a rag at certain points. It's done great things at certain points. It's interesting. I've always been more of an EGM kind of guy.
Yeah.
But anyways, March 27th, Ubisoft announces the formation of Vantage Studios, a €4 billion subsidiary with a 25% ownership by Tencent to manage its top franchises, including Assassin's Creed and Far Cry.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Anyways,
Ubisoft.
April, London Games Festival. I'm just going to start skipping around because this is going to take forever. Electronic Arts laid off between 300 and 400 employees, including at Respawn Entertainment and Codemasters. In May, Rockstar delayed Grand Theft Auto 6. EVO was held in Japan. Super Nintendo World opened to the public in Florida, and the Pac-Man franchise celebrated its 45th anniversary in Japan. June, we started to see a bunch of the summer festivals, the Summer Games Fest, and all the various streaming things that you wasted hours of your life watching.
So many fucking trailers, and they keep coming.
They've really got to find a way to consolidate this. It's really do unsustainable.
That. Holy shit!
July,
so
Microsoft
much.
laid off 4% of its workforce. SAG-AFTRA members voted to ratify a new interactive media contract negotiated with game developers and publishers, ending the year-long strike impacting voice actors. That's cool. And Atari SA announced plans to acquire a controlling interest of Thunderful Group for about €4.5 million.
It's a lot of euros.
Yeah. Gamescom happened in August. The Super Mario franchise celebrated its 40th anniversary in September. TGS 2025 was in September. EA announced its intent to be acquired as a private company by the Saudi Arabian public investment fund Silver Lake and Affinity Partners for $55 billion to close by June 2026, pending approvals. Ugh.
Yeah, it's. I don't know that there is a company that has had a bigger fall from grace than EA has. I don't know that it's possible to have a bigger fall from grace. Like, I am expecting them... I don't want to
find out, Dan. I don't want to find out.
I'm expecting them to publish a visual novel of the Epstein files next. Like, that really seems the fucking direction that EA is going, man. Like, Redaction Simulator 25. You just fucking go in and put black bars over shit.
In November, Rockstar delayed GTA 6 again. And then in December, Netflix announced its intent to acquire Warner Brothers, including Warner Brothers Games, in a deal valued at $82.6 billion. The Game Awards were held, and Doug Bowser will retire as president and CEO of Nintendo of America, with Executive Vice President of Revenue, Marketing, and Consumer Experience Devin Pritchard succeeding as president, and former president of Nintendo of Europe, Satoru Shibata, succeeding as CEO, respectively.
That'll be really interesting to see. I mean, because first of all, like, a woman, ew. Like, we're all thinking it, so, you know, ugh, gross. But also, like, it's one of the things you kind of like about Nintendo is that they're relatively consistent, you know, like, and you know who that person is usually. They have somewhat of a more public-facing, persona, fucking whatever, like that position comes with a little bit more screen time. And they've done really well under Bowser. Like, you cannot argue that Nintendo is certainly headed in the right direction by any real metric. So to have that kind of change is kind of scary. But maybe she really likes Kid Icarus.
Don't you put that in my head?
I mean, maybe we can hope. Maybe she's like, I also don't know why we're not doing more Punch-Out or pro wrestling. Fuck, let's get that done.
Let's get it done.
You know?
All right, on to the stuff that really interests me. Hardware releases. So this was the new hardware that came out this year, and I don't know what half this shit is. On January 15th, the MSI Claw 8 AI Plus from MicroStar International came out.
No idea. But it says AI, so I'm not super interested in it.
The Claw A8 BZ2EM and Claw 8 AI are 2025 gaming handheld consoles. This device is part of the Claw series from MSI and is designed to compete with other high-end gaming handheld consoles. This is just a handheld PC as far as I can tell.
Okay.
The Lenovo Legion Go S, which is another one of those little handheld PC things.
Right.
I get that. The Nintendo Switch 2 came out in June.
I've heard of it.
On June 5th. Yes, I've heard of it. I'm vaguely familiar.
I'm familiar. Jace.
October 16th was the ROG Xbox Ally and the ROG Xbox Ally X.
I mean,
name things better. Nobody wants to say, could I get the ROG Xbox Ally X? Like, the ROG Ally, that's fine. ROG Ally, that rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
When you throw ROG Xbox Ally, it just throws everything off. It just makes it worse.
It does.
The Xbox Ally? Does ROG need to be there anymore? Stop it. How dare you?
Yeah.
October 31st was the release of the Atari Game Station Go and the Lenovo Legion Go 2, which is different from the Lenovo Legion Go S, I guess. And then in December 5th was the Intellivision Sprint.
The fuck is the Intellivision Sprint? Did we talk about that?
Yeah. It's, let's see.
Did we?
The official thing on here is, it's kind of like the Intellivision version of the 7800 Plus, you know?
Oh, okay.
The acquisition of the Intellivision brand and library of Intellivision, blah, 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 blah. Atari announced Intellivision Sprint for pre-orders in October 2025 and shipping December for $150. As a retro console based on the original Intellivision design, the Intellivision Sprint will include 45 games from the original Intellivision. It will include 2 controllers based on the original design of Intellivision, though both will be wireless and charged by USB ports on the console. Overlays for each of the built-in games will be included. The console also supports HDMI video output and USB-A connections. Look at that. Look at that. If you've got a little wherewithal, you can make an Intellivision console in 2025. Woohoo! All right, so that's all the hardware that came out in the year of our Lord, 2025. So let's talk about the games. Let's talk about the games. What happened in the month of January, Dan? Let's see. There are a ton of games. I'm just going to look for anything that looks like it was interesting. In January, Turnip Boy Robs a Bank came out. Dragon Quest X Offline. Oh, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. It's a great game. it's a solid port of a great game. Solid is being generous. Because it's not bad. It's just they really should have done more with it, and I wish that they had.
Yeah, like that's not what you want to hear. Like you don't want to hear solid port of a great game. You want to hear amazing port. Like you wanted this to be what Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was.
Honestly, I just wanted to take this and make it look as good as Tropical Freeze. But this was Forever Entertainment, that company that they invested a bunch of money in, and the work that they do is adequate. And that is exactly what we got here, an adequate port of Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, which is a fantastic game.
Yeah.
And now eminently more playable on Switch than it was on Wii, because you don't have to do any waggling. But, no, could have been better. We got Dynasty Warriors Origins. We got Tales of Grace F Remastered. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was already out for something. Oh, this was its port to Windows. So Final Fantasy VII Rebirth hit the old PC platforms. I'll do one more. I think I've only done 3 so far. Sorry, I'm laundering money. Guilty Gear Strive came out on Switch. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black hit Windows, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. They re-released Jedi Power Battles for some reason. Sword of the Necromancer Resurrection. Botany Manor?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is.
I just thought that was a funny name. I've never heard of it. The Stone of Madness.
It's the worst kind of stone.
Name. Yeah. Virtua Fighter 5 Revo came out on PC. The Accolade Sports Collection, featuring Hardball and some other games. Card Fight Vanguard Dear Days 2. Why does that sound familiar? Anyway, Gimmick 2 hit PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Series X. Hello Kitty Island Adventure came out on Windows and Switch. Spider-Man 2 was ported to PC.
Such a good fucking game.
Wizardry The 5 Ordeals came out for Switch. That's about all that looks truly interesting to me.
Yeah.
It's January. They're usually not a very big month.
Not a ton. No. Not a ton in January.
Just looking at my screen, though, February's already got a couple of winners. February kicked off with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which I've heard of, but Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection hit Xbox One. That's pretty cool. Rift of the Necrodancer came to Windows. That looks really good. I'd like to try that.
I almost picked that up the other day. I think it's on sale for the Steam sale, because, like, fucking everything is.
Yeah.
But I almost picked it up because they had my kids were interested in the not that they play Friday Night Funkin' anymore, but there's a Friday Night Funkin' crossover in it, or DLC or whatever. I was like, man, maybe I might pick this up at some point, because it does look fun.
It does, and I like Crypt of the Necrodancer, so
yeah.
Let's see, Civilization 7. Ultros. What is Ultros? Looks neat.
A really cool looking Metroidvania that I have and have not started yet. But I do have it.
Tomb Raider 4 through 6 remastered.
Yeah, Rift of the Necrodancer's on sale for $13 right now. So maybe. We'll see.
Surface. Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Sure. Sayonara Wild Hearts was ported to PS5. One of the best games I've ever played in my life. Ninja 5.0 was released on Switch, PS4, and PS5, having been re-released from the old Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, that was the limited run games thing that is super fucking expensive now, but such a good game. I love that game.
Glover was ported to Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S.
For
reasons. Sure. The Yu-Gi-Oh! The Early Days collection came out on Switch and Windows. Monster Hunter Wilds came out for PS5 and Series X. And Turok. Is this oh, it's the N64 one. Was ported to PS5 and Xbox Series. Yeah, okay. Meh. All right, March. Let's see here.
How?
March. What's good here? Carmen Sandiego. What? There's new Carmen Sandiego this year?
Where in the world isn't
That
Carmen
doesn't seem right.
Sandiego?
Oh. Up your butt.
I mean, you don't know
Just
my
says
life.
Carmen Sandiego 2025. There's no information on it on Wikipedia other than it exists.
But it's a
At
game
the
loft.
Australian Game Developer
joint.
Awards 2025, the game was nominated for Excellence in Mobile Award. Huh?
Okay. I mean, let's fire up the old App Store. Maybe that's
Take
what
a
I'm
look.
doing tonight. Instead of the
right,
new games that I got for
2 Point
Christmas, I might be playing Carmen Sandiego.
2 Point Museum is a big deal to people. I am not people. Something called Sorry We're Closed. It's a horror game. I like that name. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD remaster. That's pretty cool. Fate.
So, if I
Boy,
can
this is just a-
interrupt here
Nice.
for a second, Chris.
Please do. Well, I look for
Um,
anything of value here.
My child, Roddy, is hooking up his new monitor. And he sent me a picture of the back of the monitor, and he was like, "Hey, I don't have a cord that fits in these ports. What type of cord do I need?" And I was like, "Just please come down here and get an HDMI cord. Why don't you know that that's what that's fucking called? You're 16. Anyway, come down here and get an HDMI cord." So he came and got the HDMI cord. And then he just sent me a text and said, "Do I need another cord? Nothing's happening." And I said, "Nope, just the HDMI." To which he responded, "The computer is on, but the monitor isn't." So I'm about to ask my 16-year-old child if
Is
they
it plugged
have
in?
plugged the fucking monitor in. Like,
It doesn't draw power from the computer. The monitor does need its own power source.
like, you're 16 fucking years old. My aunt, who is in her 60s, doesn't know fucking shit about shit with computers and technology. My children, who are in their teens, also don't fucking know shit about shit when it comes to tech. Why are we the only ones, Chris? Why are we? Why?
Dan.
Why? Why doesn't
I don't know.
anybody
I have a lot of
else know
thoughts
how
on that.
anything works?
I have a lot of thoughts on that we'll discuss later.
It's plugged
Let's
into
get-
the HDMI. That's the only cord in it.
You need to power the monitor.
Need a power cord.
All right, while you're losing your shit on your child,
About to go
WWE
murder him.
2K25, MLB The Show 25, the My Sims Cozy Bundle, and Assassin's Creed Shadows, and Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, they all came out in March. Oh, God, Breakout Beyond came out in March. Breakout Beyond was so good. I was just playing that the other day. I'll talk more about that later.
This
Gal
motherfucker just
Guardians.
responded with, "Oh, I didn't think it did," when I said you need a power cord.
Why didn't you think it did? Does it run on Dreams?
Oh,
My monitor runs on positive vibes.
it's just fucking vibing. We're just fucking vibing. That's right. I'm turning on. This is why we should have this is why the video is going to be good, because you get to fucking see me having a fucking mental breakdown. Fuck, dude.
See, I actually like this right here, because the way I have my setup is that my camera is on the screen that's in front of me, but
Okay.
your screen is on the screen next to me. So I'm looking. Whenever I'm watching you when you're talking, it looks like I'm looking at you.
Just fucking see me fucking flailing wildly about over here on the side.
Like it
Having
looks
a
like I'm just
fucking-
gonna poke you in the eye.
Oh, god damn it. I'm so fucking angry right now. I'm so fucking angry. And this is the fucker that I got an RTX 3060 for. You know, because he wants to mod shit. You can't even fucking turn the fucking monitor on. How are you going to mod anything? Fuck.
All right, let's see.
Anyway.
Here. I really want to get through this. I really want to. We're in April, and I feel like there's so much more to do. Let's see. Last of Us remastered. Part 2 remastered. Tetris the Grandmaster 4, which was released on PC. South of Midnight. That's a big one. Windows
that is
and the Series S.
Yeah.
S and X. Blueprints came out on Windows, PS5, and Xbox Series.
So fucking good. So good. God, I love that game.
Pocket Bravery.
That's not what I call it, but okay. It's what we used to call it in high school. We'd be behind the bleachers.
Oh.
You want to go do some Pocket Bravery?
iRobot.
It's an iRobot game?
The new... different thing. Atari's iRobot.
Okay.
From Llamasoft, the new version of iRobot came out on... Windows, Switch, PS4, PS5, Series, and VCS. Indiana Jones The Great Circle landed on PS5.
I just installed that on my PS5 today because the children, for the first time ever, and like it's kind of a gift for both of us, but like whatever, the kids were like, we want to get mom a video game. So because of this particular game, it wasn't just like, let's find her something to get. It was the fact that this Indiana Jones game came out in April and we still hadn't played it yet. So she got that for the Christmas, and I have some real concerns because it's in first person. But I suppose next week we'll find
out.
Yeah.
Lunarm Remastered Collection, Shantae Advance, Elder Scrolls Floor. Man, I can't talk tonight.
I do love the Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls. No, I
my
can't
blood sugar is like I don't even have blood sugar anymore. I just have sugar blood.
Just sugar. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Claire Obscure. Never heard of
it. Yeah.
Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Phantom Brave, The Lost Hero, Super Technos World, River City, and Technos Arcade Classics. Days Gone Remastered, Forza Horizon 5.
That's the picture he sent me. Look at this picture, Chris. It's a fucking picture of a monitor powered up with a thumbs up. Like he just fucking solved a problem.
You did it. You did it. We did it, ladies and gentlemen.
God damn it.
We did it. I feel that we all did this together. We were all part of this.
Oh, God, we were all a part of it. And I'm sorry that we were all a fucking part of it.
Moving on to May. Shotgun Cop Man happened for Switch. And
such a good name.
It's a great name. I wanted to like the game more than I did. Like, it wasn't bad. I really liked the concept, but it just didn't hold my interest enough.
It did not live up to the fucking name.
I mean, how could it? Really?
That's fair. That's a fair question.
Doom the Dark Ages hit PS5 and Xbox. Shovel Knight Dig came into PS5 and Xbox. Capcom Fighting Collection 2. That's good stuff. I really need to pick that up still.
Yeah, that's on the list. That and Capcom Fighting Collection 1, because I never picked that up. But those are both there. At some point.
Ninja Turtles, Splinter's Fate. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Came out for PS4 and PS5. Duck Detective, The Ghost of Glamping.
Shut up.
And Duck Detective, The Secret Salami.
It's also how I got through high school. You want to go do some Pocket Bravery with The Secret Salami? Now you put those two games together. Now maybe I'm in.
Yeah. But until then, no. Sonic Wings Reunion? Oh, that's Aero Fighters. Okay.
Yeah.
Disney Illusion Island. That kind of came and went.
It did. That was the... Oh, excuse me. That was the multiplayer one, right?
Yeah. It was okay. I played the demo. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, that was it for
I mean,
May.
you skipped over the re-release of Onimusha 2.
Did I?
I noticed. It's very racist. I really want this new Onimusha game to be good. I had no desire to go back and play this one, which I found very odd. But the other one that you skipped over here, well, I mean, there's that To a T game that we talked about last week with Takahashi, the Katamari Damacy guy, his game that failed. But apparently this Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo is apparently fucking great. I've heard really, really good things about this. Like, this is the game, if you like The Legend of Zelda, like old school Legend of Zelda, like, this is the game you need to be playing. And it's out on Switch 4 or 5.
Playing was.
What's that?
I was wondering what the game I needed to be playing was.
Apparently this is the one. Apparently. Why? How much are you? I really don't need
Night Rain.
Any other games.
Anyways, let's see. We're in June now. We've got Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4. Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. This was the Switch 2 launch, so we got Civ 7, we've got Fantasy Life, we've got Fast Fusion, Fortnite, Hitman, Hogwarts Legacy, Kitsunugame, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Kart World, the masterpiece that is Switch 2 Welcome Tour. Blech.
Oh, God. I still can't believe they charge money for that.
Yeah, that's just... What the frig? Split Fiction hit Switch 2, Sonic Cross Shadow Generations, Street Fighter 6, Suikoden Remaster, Survival Kids, they all came out on Switch 2. Yakuza 0, Director's Cut. Those are pretty solid, released, launched titles for Switch 2, I'd think.
Switch 2, I think, had a really, really good launch lineup.
Yeah. It's a good platform. I like it.
I still will argue till I'm blue in the face that they should have flipped Donkey Kong and Mario Kart World for the launch lineup, but man, it's a really, really good lineup.
Yeah. The Alters came out June 13th. The Alters was that's won a handful of awards. We did that. We covered the game on Waveback from Matt, and it's got good music. It's a really good concept. I'd be interested in trying that game someday.
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's, The Secret of the Mimic, the Gex trilogy, Date Everything.
Gex trilogy. I will date everything, and
that game's supposed to be real funny.
Ended up in the situation I'm in. Yeah.
Tron Catalyst. I am bored out of my mind. Raidu Remastered.
That was the one that they tried to make a big deal of during one of the Switch Directs.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. And it was like, wait, Raidu? What?
Who? Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, really just looking for anything that jumps out at me and says, this is really important.
Death Stranding 2.
Did I just scroll right past that?
That was on the 26th of June.
5/26. Oh, there it is. On the beach.
On the beach. I am hopefully going to have that finished by next week when we record. I have a week off of work this week. I have a PlayStation Portal. So I can play it at all times now instead of just on the TV. I really, really want to get it taken care of, which is a really weird way of saying it, because I do really enjoy the game. Like, genuinely, I think it's been fucking brilliant. I kind of stopped talking about it. I realized I was thinking about it, right? Because I did that last year with Astrobot. I was like, ooh, I'm going to stop talking about this game so it could be my game of the year. Like, I don't know that Death Stranding is my game of the year yet, because I got a couple other things that I have to work through in the next week. But, like, I realized I did that. Like, I stopped talking about these games for some fucking reason. But it's fucking brilliant. It's great. I don't... It's definitely not for everybody, and if you didn't like the first one, this one's not going to...
the second one?
Yeah, this one's not going to be any better for you. But man, it's just fucking great. It's absolutely brilliant. I was playing it a little bit today. And as you like ride around to different, the different like, bases and stuff or homes or whatever the fuck where you're delivering shit to, they all have little virtual Christmas trees like projected out front of their little shelters. It's fucking great. Love it. Game's fucking
something
rules.
called Cats Away came out in July.
Uh-huh.
That's great. We got Missile Command Delta, which didn't really seem like my bag of tea. Angerfoot came out on PlayStation 5.
Still want to check that out. Never got to it. Yeah.
Patapon 1 and 2 replay, Tony Hawk 3 and Floor. 3 and Floor. Seriously,
That's
what is wrong with me?
3 and Floor. Dude, I thought you were doing it on purpose. You could have just played it because you did the Elder Scrolls one. Bendy and the Dark Revival.
Yeah.
You know, that's a thing. Penn was super into that. It was good.
Oh.
Yeah, I like
I've never heard of it.
I like the Bendy games.
Cool.
They're good.
I didn't even know that was a thing. What did I just see? DK Bonanza. Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yeah, I mean that's the real big one.
Game.
I mean, well, that and Golden T Arcade Classics, obviously. But
of course, 10 out of 10.
Man, I'm really surprised that there has not been more or like an announcement of story content DLC for Bonanza at this point.
I'm not surprised. That's not
really.
Doesn't really seem like the kind of thing that they do. They never did anything for Odyssey.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose, but just because they were
that's not how they do things. Like, all right,
I know, but they were so quick to come out with like, here's a mode you don't give a fuck about.
Yeah,
okay, thanks.
It's just they did the same thing for Odyssey. The game's done. They told the story. The end.
Yeah.
I don't need story expansions. I don't need.
But
that
I want there to be more.
I just want there to be another one.
Need it.
I want there to be another one, and I'm sure there will be. The game was very successful. We also got Shadow Labyrinth this month, which I really didn't love.
Now they keep trying to make it better. It's I will finish it.
I really do appreciate the effort they put into it. I do. It just didn't quite work for me.
I'll finish it at some point. Yeah. I've enjoyed what I've played, but I see it could have been so much more. It could have been so much better.
Speaking of so much more, all right, how many words? Super Mario Party Jamboree Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV. 11 words.
That's too many words in your title.
Out loud. Yeah. That's ridiculous. And it was also complete bullshit.
Yeah.
The fact that the graphical upgrade does not apply to the base game,
that's so dumb.
Fuck all the way off.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it. I kind of wanted to, but I didn't buy it.
I'm glad you didn't.
Cotton Reboot, Eartheon, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Yeah. Ninja Gaiden. That was great.
Have you started Shinobi yet?
But it was great. I have not.
Okay.
When was Shinobi? Was that before or after it?
I think it was after.
It was after it. Yeah, we haven't gotten to it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, I haven't started either.
I haven't started Shinobi.
I've got them both, and I haven't started either one. So, you know.
I will probably move on to Shinobi once I finish Metroid. I think that is my plan as of now. In August, we got the PS5 version of Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Hell yeah.
Yes. It's been my favorite version.
Oh,
Is
Dragon
this seat
Drive.
taken?
Yay.
Did you get that for... Did Karen play that? You mentioned that earlier this year?
Yes. Karen still does play it from time to time. She does like a couple levels every week or so. It's neat. Yeah, that was neat.
And boy, you're not wrong. Fucking Dragon Drive. Nope.
Swing
and a miss, guys.
Boy, Talk about a Nintendo property that landed with the exact thud that I thought it would. That game went nowhere. It just didn't look very good.
I didn't see like
came out.
I haven't seen like fucking chatter online, like YouTube videos
nothing.
of like, actually this game's pretty fucking dope. Like you should, or this game's fucking terrible. Like it got zero traction one way or another.
Yeah, it happened. There was like a handful of people that are trying to convince everybody like, no, actually it's really fun. But it's like you look at it and it's just, well, I mean, Rocket League exists and scratches the same itch, but like way better. So
yeah, I'm good.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
Well, Black Myth Wukong finally landed on Xbox. The Rogue Prince of Persia Triangle Strategy hit the PlayStation and Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Something called Kill the Brickman.
Helldivers 2 hit Xbox Series S. That was a pretty big deal. On the same day that Gears of War Reloaded hit everywhere else. I read it's not going to make it to the to Week Old News this week, but there was a really good article on Engadget by Devendra Hardawar. It was called 2025 was the year the Xbox died. It's just a really solid article about like, so I kind of realized that I no longer need an Xbox because they have done everything they can to push me away from their platform and to just play their shit everywhere else, which is an interesting strategy when you plan on continuing to release hardware. Like, okay, guys. Cool.
Can't say I understand it, but somebody somewhere is making a lot of money and it ain't me, so...
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Is it, Dan? Is it fair?
It is
Kirby
something.
and the Forgotten Land Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Star-Crossed World. See, now that was worth every penny and worth every stupid word in its title. That was great DLC for a great game, and the graphical upgrade does apply to the base game, and it is fucking gorgeous.
Son of a bitch.
Marvelous looking game. Speaking of gorgeous, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater was probably pretty sexy too, wasn't it?
Such a fucking sexy ass game. When you have the full crocodile suit on and you're full fucking Cayman walking around with a sniper rifle. When you're just laying there on the ground and dumb fucks are walking by and you're like, nothing to see here, just a fucking crocodile with a sniper rifle. Everything's fucking copacetic, boys. Just keep on moving. Man, what a fucking great game. I fucking love that game so much. And it was such a good remake. It was such a solid like everything.
Metal Gear Solid.
I was trying, like, I said solid twice and then my brain went meh and like short circuited. Like all of the fears that you would have of somebody like remaking such a particular game like Metal Gear Solid 3, completely gone. Like they absolutely nailed it. Please fucking remake the original Metal Gear Solid. Please announce that very, very soon. It desperately needs it.
Or re-release the Twin Snakes.
Do both. Porque no los dos.
Also, this same month in August, we got Shinobi Art of Vengeance, which we both just talked about a second ago. On to September. Come on, we're getting through this. September.
We're getting there.
Bad Cheese.
Yep.
I don't know what it is.
Man, I wanted to like that game more than I did.
We got Hollow Knight Silksong and also Adventure of Samsara, which I will talk about briefly in the later part of this episode. But yeah, Silksong's really all that mattered this month.
Yeah, I mean, it really fucking sucked all of the air out of everywhere.
NBA 2K26.
I mean, yeah, I noticed you glanced right over
Perfect Collection.
Bubsy in the Perfect Collection, but you know,
there it is. I didn't glance over. I just said it.
I mean, Platypus Reclayed. Baby Steps
4. God, I forgot Borderlands 4 happened.
Yeah. Again,
Marvel
Todd Howard.
Rivals hit PS4, NHL 26. Where did you see? Where did you just
Baby
say?
Steps is on the 23rd.
Oh, you're way ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, there wasn't
you're
anything else there.
You skipped over Marvel Rivals in 26.
Oh, it was
and Lego
PS4.
Voyagers.
Who cares?
You're
Why you
PS4.
bring up
Who
old
cares?
shit?
I love old shit. This is Stone Age Gamer, bitch.
Oh,
We're all
that's
about
right.
old
Never mind. I forgot. I forgot what we were doing. My bad. Hold on.
Fire Emblem
I'm swearing the shirt and everything.
Yeah. Silent Hill. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
Oh, it's so funny every time. Hey, you want to
EA
play Silent Hill?
I don't know.
Man, that fucking Tokyo Extreme Racer game came out, and I still really want to get it. I haven't picked it up yet because it's only on PC. I fucking love Tokyo Extreme Racer Zero. That is like the fucking racing game that I got super, super into. And just played the absolute shit out of that game. And man, I haven't picked this one up yet because it's still rather expensive. And I don't know that I would put the time into it versus what it costs. But man, I want it to be good. I hope it's good. I hope it comes to console. I'll play it there probably. But like, it's $50. I don't know that I'm going to put $50 into that game.
Yeah, like I went to Best Buy today to pick up screen protectors for Ellie, and I was gonna be like, well, you know what? I didn't get the Mario Galaxy collection for Christmas. I have a $10 off coupon for Best Buy. Maybe I'll pick it up for myself.
Yeah.
And then I remembered it was $70 goddamn dollars. I was like, no, I can't make myself do this.
Just not gonna fucking do it. It's too much, man.
No. Like, and I don't want to drop like $40 for just Galaxy 2. Like,
yeah,
it's worth every penny. Galaxy 2 is a fucking masterpiece, but still, I have it. Like, it's the thing.
Yeah.
I have the game. I have the game on Wii that I can plug into my Wii U and play it in my living room just fine. But
yeah,
I want
right now,
I
can
want
just go do that.
Slightly fancier version on Switch 2, but not enough to drop $40 on it. It's like,
yeah.
Anyways, Final Fantasy Tactics, The Evil East Chronicles, Lego Party, Pac-Man World 2 Repack, EA Sports FC 26. Moving right along. October to December. We're almost done. We're almost done with the year in preview. Hey, look, it's the Mario Galaxy stuff. Came out in October. Ghost of Yotai came out in October. Absalom. People were talking about that one, I think. Blue Protocol,
that's like
Star Residence.
That's massively popular beat 'em up. And this By Sweet Carol. I really want to pick this up. Yeah, that's the one that looks like a Don Bluth one. Animation.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I want to pick it. It's $40 physical. And I have heard that like at $20, it's great. But yeah, I don't know.
Speaking of, I don't know, Yuka Replay. I don't know. Did that game need a remake already? Like, I know it had been out for a little while, but I feel like they would have been better served by making Yooka-Laylee 2. Like, Yooka-Laylee Impossible Lair was very good. I feel like it didn't sell as well as they wanted it to, which is a shame because it was very good. But I feel like rather than remaking the first one, I just feel like they should have just went right onto a sequel. But maybe there's something I don't know. Maybe this was just a way to try to pay the bills to cover progress on a potential sequel.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yooka-Laylee is not Banjo-Kazooie.
No.
But then again, I don't really like Banjo-Kazooie, so what the hell do I know?
That's fair.
I'm speaking out of class here. Little Nightmares 3, Scourge Hive, Chicken Hair and the Treasure of Spiking Beard.
Man, they just put words into. Oh boy, it's dude. Holy shit! don't play it. Don't.
It's on my wish list right next to Balatro. Like,
you don't.
Maybe someday.
So you're going to like Ball Pit so much more than I think you're going to like Balatro. I think Balatro is great. But Ball Pit, I feel that's the game that I've put the most time into over this last week, which we'll talk about a little bit more later. But I feel the same way playing Ball Pit that I felt when I first started playing Vampire Survivors. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking good. It's really good.
I'm trying to adjust my camera so like I'm on the same level as you, but when I do that, I lose. You can't see my amiibo.
Hold on, should I?
On my amiibo lined up across the ceiling there.
Wait, is that better? I dropped my chair.
No, it's fine. You were perfect where you were. You were perfect where you were. I
do want to appear a bit taller and intimidating. I certainly want that to be the case.
Now you look shorter than me.
No,
you should definitely put your chair backwards.
Son of a bitch!
I just wanted to have my figures in the back. It's fine. Everyone can just imagine that they're there. But yeah, Ball Pit, Pokemon Legends ZA, which John has put a decent chunk of time into. Ninja Gaiden 4.
Yeah, Roddy really likes it. I haven't started, well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Dispatch, which I heard was quite good.
Yep. That's on the list.
Double Dragon Revive, which I heard was quite adequate at best.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Katamari, which I've heard mixed reviews on. Boy. Yeah. Demantium the Ward. Way to go, Tui. Wow, yeah. Just a lot of stuff, huh? Nothing really jumping out there we go. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. There it is.
Yep, that came out.
That's all I got for October. What did I miss? Outer Worlds 2?
Yeah. That Arc Raiders thing, the extraction shooter that's been super popular.
Yeah. That won an award. Earlier.
Not for me.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I did think that was kind of weird. Like, that game came out in October and then immediately won an award at the Game Awards. Like, that was not usually how that works, but whatever. You know.
Sonic Rumble was a Sonic game for mobile. Dave the Diver Switch 2 edition. Dinkum.
Do love Dinkum.
Who doesn't?
I mean,
Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment.
You still haven't gotten that, right?
No. I just don't care.
Yeah.
I should, but I'm not. I'm just the Warrior. I appreciate the Warriors games. I appreciate what they're trying to do, but it's a Warriors game about a piece of Zelda lore that I'm just not all that interested in. So
yeah,
I can't really see myself dropping the obscene amounts of money to get there when there are other things to play. Marvel's Deadpool VR.
That kind of came and went. Yeah, fuck Squirrel with a gun. Prefer Squirrel with a sword. Tomb
Raider Definitive Edition hit the Switch and Switch 2. Oh, Kirby Air Riders. I'll have a little bit more to talk about on that later. Kill It With Fire 2. I didn't realize I made a sequel to Kill It With Fire. That's hilarious. I want to try that game. It's probably not good. It can't be good. But I love the premise of it. It's just kill spiders with flamethrowers and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. It's a really good premise.
It is.
I wonder a really, really good premise. Fun. Yeah.
Then I guess, unless I missed anything that's like super important. December, Marvel Cosmic Invasion is great.
Man, do I want to be playing that with everybody.
Yeah, me too.
Angry.
We should really try to arrange that.
I'd have to wait till March.
Oh, right, because I'm the digital one.
Yeah. I'm not double dipping on it. I'm not going it's not going to be.
I don't blame you.
It's not. Yeah, it's not going to be a game.
In March. It'll be just as fun in March. Don't worry. Yeah, let's not.
And I don't need it twice. I just don't need it twice.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I'll also talk about that a little bit more later. Flotsam hit Windows. Skate Story. Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim Anniversary, just listening to all the rain outside that's not snow, that's making me very sad because I wanted to wake up tomorrow morning to snow, and we're just going to wake up to a bunch of cold, soggy madness.
And ice. Just ice fucking everywhere.
I don't have to go and go to a party tomorrow. I really don't want to go.
Ugh.
I want to go be social.
Get sick.
I have to go.
No, you don't. Not if you're sick.
I am sick right now off all those cookies.
Yeah, I mean, keep eating cookies.
Just spend the evening in the bathroom, please.
That's fine. Keep eating cookies. You're not fucking going anywhere.
That's it for the games of the year, as far as I can tell. It was a pretty solid year all around, I would say.
I mean, I actually think it was a really, really good year. I think you and I are just not in the proper headspace to be doing this sort of recap right now. I'm just bored out of my mind. I want to talk. There's other things I really want to talk about. Like, I want to talk about the games that I played this year, and I want to talk about them a lot because I have had a lot of really fun times gaming this year, and I didn't even see the games some of the games that brought me the most joy on this list. I did not see Be Brave Barb, Dunkadillo, or Dadish 4 on that list, and those games brought me a lot of joy this year. But alas, that's what you get for. And this is an abbreviated friggin' Wikipedia list. It's really hard to do these kinds of things without spending hours and hours like recapping everything and making these notes together. And I just didn't have the time. We'll do better next December.
Yeah, I mean, look, real quick. In January, I was playing Undertale. In March, Be Brave Barb came out, which was March was such a good month for me because it was Be Brave Barb and Breakout Beyond. In April, that game Skies Above came out, which I had a ton of fun with. It's that game where you're riding this weird sky whale thing. On May 20th, the Sea of Stars Throws of the Watchmaker DLC happened, and I didn't really play much of it. I'd like to get back to that.
Start that. Yeah.
I started it, and I was like, I'm out of tune with this game. I need to replay the whole damn thing. So I'm just going to hold that off until I go to replay it. Dunkadillo was in September with September. Adventure of Samsara, which I really wanted to play. Silksong, Dunkadillo, Bubsy, and Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. What a fucking month.
Yeah, it's a pretty good month.
I really wanted to get Ball Pit. I played a ton of Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Oh, in November, the Atari 50 Legendary Namco DLC was such a joy. Good stuff.
Yeah.
That was easier. We could have finished this whole thing in 5 minutes with my original plan. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take ourselves a break. That's it. Go home, everybody. We're going to take ourselves a quick break. When we come back, we are going to talk about what's been going on in week old news, I think. Maybe?
Yeah. I mean, I have stories put aside. I just didn't make a list.
As do I. I can't remember if I did anything. I know I did some sort of prep because I was... I'm technically on vacation right now. This is the most work I'm going to be doing for a little while. So, anyway, we'll find out. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer podcast from DK.com. Stick around. Hi, everyone. Kris here. Podcast listening is free, but podcast creation is not. That's why the Geekade Patreon exists. In an effort to help us pay the bills, we've got a Patreon page set up where you can gain access to our monthly podcast topic schedule, get early access to many of our shows, and more. If you'd like to help support Geekade and keep these shows running week after week, head over to the Geekade Patreon page, linked in the show notes of this very podcast.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Andy. Neither of us are David Crane, but we are the hosts of David Crane's Amazing Movie Time.
That's our monthly Geekade Patreon exclusive podcast that covers movies that are cult classics, weird, or just sometimes laughably bad.
We ourselves have at least two of those qualities, so I guess it makes sense to hear what we think of those movies in retrospect.
You can hear all that and more by becoming a Geekade Patreon supporter.
And, as always, be kind, rewind.
right, everybody, we're back, and it's time for my stomach to hurt because I ate too many cookies. It's still not doing great. The break took longer than I wanted it to because nobody refilled the Brita filter. I went upstairs to get a new glass of water, and the Brita filter was empty. It's like, come on, we live in
what a bunch of assholes.
That said, it is time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everyone's favorite segment. Strap yourself in for Week Old News. Welcome to Week Old News, where we talk about I am so tired, I can't see straight, and I don't know why. I think it's all of the sugar. I have been eating just garbage for days. And not sleeping great? Can't imagine why. Might be all the garbage I've been eating.
Till 11 today.
Jesus. Karen slept till 10.
Yeah.
I was able to get back to sleep. I had a mighty need to use the restroom at 4 o'clock in the morning. Then I got back to bed and was able to sleep till 7, which was huge for me. But I was up a little bit late.
That's pretty big.
Watched the first episode of Stranger Things, which was great. I really want to know what happens next, but I'm talking to you instead. Prick.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Christmas Eve, we went to bed. By the time we got done everything, because we were so far behind from all the shit with Twilight, we didn't do any wrapping during the week, like nothing. So Tiff and I got to bed at 3:30. So technically Christmas morning, right? But Christmas Eve into Christmas morning, we went to bed at 3:30. And Penn was fucking like head on her hands, like on the side of my bed at 7, fucking vibrating. Like, can we go? Did Santa show up? It's like, yeah, he came. It's 7. Do we have? Just get up. It's like, all right. So I did all of Christmas Day yesterday on like 3 hours of sleep. So I fucking slept till 11. Yeah. I slept.
Anyway, it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everyone's favorite segment. Strap yourselves in for Week Old News. I'm trying it again. Welcome to Week Old News, where we discuss all the news that was new a week ago. Kicking things off, Dan, you've got 4, I've got 3. It was a light week for news because it was freaking Christmas and nobody's doing anything. Yeah. So why don't you start us off?
All right. So this I thought was just kind of an interesting thing. What fucking website was this? Our friends over at Video Game Esoterica, which is actually a really good YouTube channel. They put up a video where they reported on 12 brand new Sonic the Hedgehog prototypes that have been dumped online, including the Shadow the Hedgehog E3 demo. So if you're into this sort of thing, just a bunch of different prototypes and collections, a game called Sonic Riders, another game from May 1996 called Sonic Schoolhouse, which looks about as horrendous as you could possibly imagine. This kind of stuff I think is always kind of neat, right? Like when they find the old weird games and things that were close to complete or, 90% done, 70% done, whatever the case may be. But this one was just a whole bunch of Sonic games that were just dumped. So pretty fucking cool.
Wild.
Yeah. Sonic Schoolhouse has like pictures of Sega characters in a bus like heading to school. It's like, what are you doing? This is 1996. Everything's edgy. What's wrong with you people? Nobody wants to be on a school bus. Anyway.
Everybody wants to be on a school bus. Let's see. My first story comes to us from Time Extension. Long lost Genesis sequel to Pit Fighter is found, thanks to the Video Game History Foundation. We've mentioned this a couple of times recently about how there was this huge, I guess, like ROM dump or whatever that there's a bunch of mystery ROMs that were unearthed and preserved by the Video Game History Foundation. Excuse me, on December 17th, 2025. And Pit Fighter 2 is one of them. This is crazy to me. It was a Genesis sequel to Pit Fighter 2. It looks like it was supposed to be... It was developed by developed by Polygames. Pit Fighter 2 was to be published by Tengen, and it was a Sega Genesis sequel to Pit Fighter, which is so weird that it wasn't an arcade one.
Yeah.
Like, that's the system. Now, granted, the Super Nintendo Pit Fighter is notoriously terrible. In fact, it is the current reigning champion on Matt McMuscle's The Worst Fighting Game series is the Super Nintendo version of Pit Fighter, which is just dreadful. But I'm watching the video right now of Pit Fighter 2 for Sega Genesis, the unfinished ROM, which is just so wild to me that this exists, and it got far enough to be a thing with hired actors and everything, and then it just kind of disappeared. Who knows why? Yeah. Maybe because nobody really likes Pit Fighter anymore.
I mean, that is super weird. I genuinely love Pit Fighter. I really do. It's not good at all.
It's not good.
It is not a good game. But I really like it. I don't know why. I just always have. Yeah. I really like it. Anyway.
You just gotta wonder what could have been.
Yeah, you do. Speaking of dumping games, like I was before you rudely interrupted me with a story that had nothing to do with it. No, I'm just kidding. It had everything to do with it. It just dumped Pit Fighter things. Our friends at Time Extension also report that you can now use the Analog Pocket to dump your Game Boy cartridges, which I just thought was kind of a cool thing. So for those of you who don't know, right, the Analog Pocket is a very sexy handheld FPGA device that will let you play your Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance cartridges natively. And then they also have the little add-on adapters for Lynx, PC Engine, Neo Geo Pocket, and Game Gear. You can load up ROMs from a micro SD card. You could do a bunch of shit. You can now also legally back up your cartridges using just the Analog Pocket, which is pretty fucking cool.
That is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Ain't that something? Yeah, since the retros have become very difficult to find, retros were kind of the gold standard on ways to dump games, or at least as far as making it easy and accessible for folks. And they've been inaccessible for a while, so it's really cool if the Analog lets you do that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not going to go into much detail here. I just want to read what Go Nintendo wrote. Go Nintendo reports, Speedo teams up with Nintendo for a Kirby product line. Insert your own inappropriate mouthful mode joke here.
Yep.
Yep, it's
I'll insert something into your mouthful.
It is a tight Kirby underwear.
That's pretty great.
Yep. Yep. If that's
pretty great.
If that's your thing. If Speedos are your thing, then you can get Kirby Speedos, apparently. In Japan.
Yeah. Time Extension reports. I don't really know where to go from there, so I'm just gonna move on. Time Extension reports that Zelda Twilight Princess has been decompiled. So this is actually, I think, really cool that we are getting to this stage. So their report says that Twilight Princess has been decompiled to its source code. Again, this is something that Video Game Esoterica they had a lot of shit coming out this week. For those of you unaware, as I really was until they really broke it down here, but decompilation is basically if you break a game down to like the bare bones source code so that you can port it natively to other systems. Right. So what this means is that now that Twilight Princess has been decompiled, it can now be programmed to run natively on a PlayStation, natively on an Xbox, or most likely, which will happen at least first, will be running natively on a PC, so you won't have to do any of the like tricks and other stuff that you have to do to get a game running on a system it is not native to. And they've done, there's a bunch of things that have been done with this. A lot of the Zelda games are very popular. Nintendo stuff, as you might imagine, is very popular in the decompilation scene, mostly because they don't port their shit to PC ever. So people are, this is the way to do it. It took a couple of months for Ocarina of Time to get ported. Once that was decompiled, that took, I think, like 2 or 3 months, and then that got ported natively to Windows. It's called Ship of Harkinian, is the native port of it. It just opens the doors for some really cool stuff, and there's been a lot of Nintendo GameCube stuff getting done recently, which is also exciting because that kind of just puts it like there's a timeline for this kind of shit, right? Like nobody's decompiling really like PS4 games yet because we're just not at that stage, but we are at the stage with GameCube, which is kind of cool.
Agreed. That is an interesting thing. Was that Star Fox 64? I think happened. Like we were hearing a bunch of stuff about 64 games not that long ago. So hearing it's really coming to GameCube is wild to me.
Yeah,
and yeah, like you said,
it's progressing
like they're
pretty
official
quickly.
PC ports for things, and this
right,
is how that's gonna show up.
This is how it's going to show up. It's how these games are going to get preserved ultimately. You know, since Nintendo does their own very Nintendo way of going about it. So this is just another option out there. It's a good thing.
Speaking of Zelda, this is wild. Polygon reports Zelda speedrunner completes marathon 100% run that took 4 straight days. So this
Christ.
is a streamer named Nuki. She had previously done this in 2023, but Tears of the Kingdom wasn't released yet. So on December 22nd, she played live on stream, straight, 100% complete, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom.
That's pretty awesome. Like, it's kind of nuts, but it's pretty awesome.
Polygon, the article says, Nuki's achievement is particularly spectacular when you consider not just the no-sleep part, she played for almost 4 days straight, but the great variety in gameplay. After all, no two Zelda games are the same, and an oldie like Majora's Mask requires a vastly different playstyle compared to the Nintendo Switch originals.
Yeah.
In a celebratory post on X, Nuki states that it took 6 years of practice to set this speedrun record, and she'll cherish the speedrun forever. As she rightly puts it, quote, "No one can stop me. I am on top of the world. I am that bitch. Fuck yeah."
Wow. Maybe you should get some sleep, Nuki. That's all I'm saying.
I hope you rested well, because that's a hell of a feat. I can't do it. I played all the Punch-Out games on stream once, but that's a way shorter experience than all the Zelda.
Yeah, there's 3? So
I did, yeah, right, because at that point I couldn't really do the arcade ones, because this was years ago. So I did Tyson's, Super, and then Wii, yeah.
Yeah.
Go me.
Go you. Finally, Kris, our friends over at Polygon were listening to us earlier, and they sent me, it was nice, they sent the link right to me. I didn't even have to search for it. But after Game of the Year award and the subsequent pull from the Indie Game Awards, Claire Obscure devs draw a line in the sand over AI. Everything will be made by humans by us. Yes, the Indie Game Awards pulled the Game of the Year award from Claire Obscure Expedition 33 because they used generative AI during development. They were then asked about it, naturally, in an interview, And they came out and said that we absolutely will never do that again. And, it'll be all humans from now. So, look, it
makes everything worse.
He says that the studio experimented with AI specifically to cover up textures that the studio had missed. But they took most of the stuff out. However, even after the interview and clarification and discussions with Sandfall Interactive, the studio behind Clair Obscur, the Indie Game Awards still decided to take the award away, and they gave it to Blueprints. So, yeah. Yep. They said it came down to a consequence of dishonesty. And I quite like that. I think that is the proper way to handle. If you're going to be a dick about it, we're going to take your shit away because you're being a dick.
That's the lesson here, kids. Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. It's not that 2 fucking rules like that clip from Peacemaker. It's a lot of rules, man. It's 2 fucking rules. Don't be an asshole. It's such a good show. Anyway, that's it. Yeah, short week.
Yeah, that was it. Short week old news because it was the week of Christmas. But I've got a lot to talk about in the checkpoint. So
yeah,
let's get to another quick break. And when we come back, it'll be time for the checkpoint where we talk about all what we've been up to. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer Podcast, geekade.com. Stick around.
When you hear the words cross-stitch, you probably think of a grandma lovingly making a Christmas stocking, a picture of a lighthouse, or maybe a Bible verse with flowers. But that's not what we do at Shoot the Moon Stitches. We take the old-fashioned art of cross-stitch and pair it with contemporary themes and imagery to create striking works of art that make the perfect gift for anyone who grew up with the internet and has a wicked sense of humor and an appreciation for pop culture. From cult favorite TV shows and movies, to retro video games, to TikTok trends. If it's made you smile, chances are we've stitched it. You can shop our selection of art and gifts by going to Etsy.com and searching Shoot the Moon Stitches. For all your fun, feminist, fandom fiber art needs, visit Shoot the Moon Stitches.
Do you miss the days when you'd get a fresh issue of Nintendo Power in the mail every month? It was stacked with reviews, previews, and all manner of cool new stuff about the world of Nintendo, and it even came with a free poster. Well, you don't have to miss those days anymore because Nintendo Force is here. Functioning as a spiritual successor to Nintendo's classic magazine, Nintendo Force is staffed with top-notch writing talent, and me for some reason, to deliver fresh new reviews, previews, and more right to your door every other month. And yes, posters are still included, except ours are double-sided. So if you want the thrill of learning all about the world of Nintendo in physical format, head on over to NintendoForceMagazine.com and learn all about it. Nintendo Force Magazine, the force of Nintendo fans.
We are Safe at Home, the leading dog rescue in the heart of New Jersey. Are you searching for a loyal companion, a dog that will bring love and joy to your home? Look no further than Safe at Home. At Safe at Home, we believe in giving every dog a second chance. We rescue, rehabilitate, and find loving forever homes for dogs in need, right here in the Garden State. Our dogs are ready to make a lasting impact on your life. Each one has a unique story, a wagging tail, and an incredible capacity for love. When you adopt from Safe at Home, you're not just gaining a pet, you're becoming a part of our family. Our dedicated team ensures a seamless adoption process, providing ongoing support and guidance. With New Jersey's beautiful parks, beaches, and trails, you and your new furry friend will have endless opportunities for adventures and cherished memories. Safe at Home relies on the support of compassionate individuals like you. Your donations and volunteer work enable us to continue saving lives and finding forever homes for these amazing dogs. Join us in creating a safer, happier community for dogs in New Jersey. Together we can make a difference and give every dog the chance to feel safe at home. Visit our website or call us now to learn about how you can be a part of the Safe at Home mission. Safe at Home, because every dog deserves to be loved and protected. www.safeathomerescue.org.
Okay, we're back. Because I said so.
Wow, that was just right in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Running start. You know how it is.
I know you.
It's time for the checkpoint.
Checkpoint!
This is the checkpoint. This is where Dan and I talk about what we've been playing. What we've
No,
been
it's
doing.
just me. This is where I talk.
Just Dan. Yeah. No, I'll just sleep. I'll just gonna grab a quick nap while you're chatting. No, I have a lot of games to cover this week. But do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Nah, I mean, we'll just talk it through. You start it off, and then we'll kind of see where we end up.
All right. Well, I mean, let's talk a little bit about Christmas. Obviously, so the big things for us this year were I got some eShop credit, flyers, tickets, and the book Red Shirts, which I'm really excited to read. It was recommended by
Red Shirts is so good.
In the chat, as it were. So I'm really excited. I started it last night. Actually, I got like 2 pages in before I fell asleep because I was exhausted. But it's off to a pretty good start, so I'm excited. The big things were Ellie's iPad and John's computer. So Mr. Matt Much was very nice to gift me a computer to give to John for Christmas. And after literal years, I think it's been at least 3 years, John finally has been playing Cat Goes Fishing. I can't believe he was still excited about this game after all these years, but he has it, and it's actually pretty fun. I just, I've seen him watch videos of it, like, because there's people who play this, and he's just watched people playing this on YouTube for ages. And I was like, I don't understand this at all. Like, I don't get why this is a thing. And then, like, it's a simple 1-button game, and it's just fun. It's like an Atari game, kind of. It's just like a really super simplified take on fishing, and you just go. It's pretty good. But yeah, so setting up John's computer was pretty fun. We got it plugged in. Clearing off his desk took a long time because his desk was just covered in nonsense. Yeah, but we got it set up. We hooked up the monitor. John even knew to plug it in.
Did he?
Which was
shocking. Who the fuck told him? Because it's apparently a fucking secret. Apparently, you're not allowed to fucking tell anybody. God damn it.
So we got that plugged in and working. We signed him up for his own Steam account. Okay. I know you had offered stuff, Mike had offered stuff, and I was like, I really just want to keep this. I want him to be responsible for his own Steam account. He had like $40 in Steam credit, which is way more than he's going to need. Yeah. But we got the
I'll tell him to buy ball pit.
I love it. Maybe. I am definitely going to use his computer to play AM2R again, because I haven't in forever, and now I have a computer that I can do that on well, because the 8-bit do Ultimate Bluetooth connected to it nice and easy, and he got to play Cat Goes Fishing, which is something he's wanted to do for ages, but also he now can play Geometry Dash with a controller.
Nice.
And that was such a relief. Like, because I got to play it a little bit too, because I think Geometry Dash is great. And I just blew through what's that first one? Stereo Madness, just on the first try. Because playing it with a controller just feels right to me.
It does.
So that worked out great. That worked out great for him. He's loving it. But what happened was the first, on Christmas, he was playing it for like a couple hours, Geometry Dash and Cat Goes Fishing. And then at the end of the day, he turned off the computer. like shut the whole thing down, which I thought was odd because like he never shuts down anything. Like he doesn't shut down his laptop. Why did he think to shut down the computer? But it's like, you can just leave this on. It'll go to sleep mode, and then you can just come right back in whenever you want. So we turned it back on, and nothing worked.
Oh no!
It was quite distressing. Like we were able to turn it on and get to the the startup screen, and then we could press it and enter his password and open up his account. But if you tried to do anything program related, nothing would launch, including Control-Alt-Delete to look at like System Manager.
Yeah.
Anything that was program just wouldn't work. So I was on basically tech support with Matt Much for a couple hours today as we troubleshot it and tried to figure it out. We never did actually diagnose the problem. We don't know what happened. We ruled out a handful of things. But what we did eventually do is we backed out, and then we loaded up my account on there because we put me in as an admin.
Right.
My account worked fine. I could load up everything on my account with no problems at all, which was odd. So then basically what Matt did is he remoted into the computer, which I still think looks like magic. It's the craziest thing.
It really fucking does.
It's
like,
so wild.
It's so weird.
Like, I get it. It makes perfect sense. But, like, the fact that you can just share your desktop with somebody else and have them control it surely makes tech support easier. So we just deleted John's entire account and made him a new one, and now it works fine. So something somewhere went catastrophically wrong.
That's so
we
fucking
rebooted
weird.
The computer and everything. Everything works just fine. And he was back at it today playing Cactus Fishing for another couple of hours. So that was the I have done almost nothing but tech support since Christmas. Like yesterday and today have been me running tech support. So like Ellie's iPad was a whole ass thing. You'd think it wouldn't be. It's like we started it up and it's like you want to create a kid's account. Like this belongs to a kid, so let's make a kid's account. So a kid's iCloud, and then it's like, well, you have to put yours in first. And so I put mine in. And they're like, all right, now Ellie is in existence. Maybe you need to wait for a password. But while we're waiting, we're going to download every text you've ever sent and every picture you've ever taken and every contact in your phone onto this iPad. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Do not do that. Please don't do that. And it's like, no, we're going to do this now.
That's right.
I'm like, what?
Please don't put pictures of my dick on here. What are you doing, Apple?
Every text message that I send was just coming through on her iPad. I'm like, no, please don't do this. And then I get a call from the next door neighbor because the neighbor girls also got iPads and the same exact thing is happening to them. She's like, my next door neighbor, she does hair. And so she has tons of clients like that come to her house and text her all the time to like confirm appointments. And like her 8-year-old daughter is just like, who is this? Like,
I don't know this person.
So that was a whole mess, and I eventually got it all figured out. But I had to figure out Ellie's iPad, how to separate my stuff from her stuff, and then delete all of my stuff from her iPad one at a time. And then, so we finally got that separated, and then I went next door, and I was helping her set up the ones for the kids. So between yesterday and today, I spent hours figuring out Ellie's iPad and the neighbor girl's iPad. A friend of mine called up to figure out how to use Amiibo in Splatoon 3 because they got one of those 3 packs of Amiibo, but they had no idea how to actually get the rewards for them. So I had to walk them through that. The whole business with John's computer. We got my dad a new TV for Christmas, but the headphones that he has don't connect to his TV because the new TV doesn't have a headphone jack. So we're like, all right, well, we'll just use an optical cable. So I went out and bought an optical cable, but the optical cable doesn't fit in the back of his headphones, and I can't figure out why. Like, there was an adapter for a micro optical cable thing, like a mini optical cable thing, but his port is too big, which I've never seen before. I've never seen optical cables of different sizes, and I'm trying to look it up with this, like, it's a Sennheiser headphone set. I'm trying to look it up, and they're like, you just plug the optical cable in the back. And I'm like, bull fucking shit. No. And like, if you put it in there, it just it doesn't connect. And the nearest I can figure out is that I think maybe there was supposed to be some sort of flap or like cover on it, and it's not there. Like, I think at some point maybe one of my children like was playing in his room and messed it up. Like, that's the only thing I can think of is that a piece that's supposed to hold it in place is no longer there.
Why does he have headphones for his TV?
Because he's old and deaf, and he doesn't want to, like, when he would listen to he would watch things in his little man cave room, and my mom couldn't hear the TV in the living room because the sound from his room was so loud. So we got him headphones. And he's got this nice pair of wireless headphones, but they don't connect wirelessly to the TV. They connect to this receiver that has to be, like, connected to the TV. Right. So I'm just going to get a, like, the 3mm optical to 3mm adapter, which I know is going to, like, degrade the quality. But like I said, my dad's 150 years old and he's mostly deaf.
So you can't fucking hear it anyway.
Yeah, it's going to be more than fine sound quality for him. So we got him like a 65-inch television, which I know, like, that's a pretty big TV, generally speaking, but I know they come way bigger. But when it's in a room this small, it looks enormous.
That's awesome.
It is hilariously big, and he loves it. It was like
I've got a I think a 55-inch TV just sitting out here in my garage, and when we had the Basset Hounds years ago that we were fostering. No, not the Basset Hounds, because Basset Hounds are great. What the fuck was it? There was some shitty dog that we had. I don't remember. But they chewed
Anatolian
through.
Shepherds?
What's that?
The Anatolian Shepherds?
No, they didn't chew through it. Was it the Beagles that chewed through it? I don't know. It was one of the dogs that we had here.
It was definitely the Beagles.
It was. It was the Beagles.
They also love blueberries.
Yeah. They chewed through the cord. So Penn was like, I mean, could we get a new cord for it? And I was like, yeah, no problem. We could get a new cord for it. I'll put it in your bedroom. But I have to actually splice the wires together because it's not a detachable cord. That was a weird fucking hand motion I just made. It's not detachable. I just fucking jerked off on the screen. It was fucking weird. So I think I'm going to splice some wires together to get her a fucking power cord. But then I'm going to mount like a 55-inch TV in my kid's bedroom. That's insanity. But it's just sitting out here in the garage. Like, it's just here. There's no reason for it to just, I could just throw it out, or I could mount it in her room. So we're going to, because Roddy doesn't want a TV in his room. He's fucking weird about it. Because we got him one for last year and he was all pissed off. So, anyway.
Weird.
Yeah, anyway. It's very strange.
I think the iPad was the big win as far as Christmas presents go, and I'll tell you why. So, Ellie has been obsessed with getting an iPad with an Apple Pencil for months now. Yeah. That's all she's wanted. To the extent that she hasn't been able to sleep. She's been scared that she wasn't going to get it. She just wants to be able to play all the games with her friends.
Yeah.
So when she gets things that she really loves, she usually goes super exuberant, screamy,
yeah,
just completely lose her shit. She started crying.
Oh.
She started bawling her eyes out. Thank you so much. I have it on video. It's the most precious thing I've ever seen in my life. I was that was it, right? That was it for me. That was absolutely it. She just absolutely won Christmas. Now, of course, it took us forever to get it up and running. She filled it was only a 32 gig, but she filled it day one. Now, granted, a lot of that was my text messages because every text message, every picture in a text message, every GIF, every video, all downloaded in the thing for some dumb fucking reason. So I spent an hour deleting all that, which helped. But it's a 32 gig iPad, which I was she doesn't do that much. 32 gigs is plenty. But 15 of those gigs is the operating system.
They really don't.
Half of it, I would have gotten a 64 gig if I knew that was the case, but I didn't realize literally half of it is that. So she doesn't have a lot of room to play around with, which is pretty upsetting to me. And I don't know what I can do about it at this point because you can't expand memory on iPads. So, I mean, I don't want to return it and spend more money to get an extra one because we just don't have it. Like,
right.
She just has to stay on top of maintaining things and not take 150 videos and pictures, which, I mean, I guess is going to just be fine.
Yeah, I mean,
she'll get used to it.
Yeah,
it's just obnoxious to me.
It is really obnoxious. It's one of the things like that I'm looking at with the Mac Mini, right? Of like, the hard drive in this thing is fucking comically small.
Right,
it's comically
but you can
small.
get an external for that. Like I have a Mac,
but there are ways. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I have
what I'm saying.
2 terabyte that sits on the outside of this, and that's fine. But
Apple is really stingy with their storage, and the price,
with the iPads in particular. Like, why can't I just expand it with memory cards and stuff?
Yeah, the price that they charge when you start going up in storage is really like, I love Apple products. I really, really do.
Same.
That is one of the things where I feel they really fucking milk every cent out of you.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Yeah.
Nothing's perfect.
No.
Okay, so those were the things. That was Christmas. Lots of cookies. My mother-in-law was here. We ate lots of food. I made a breakfast casserole this morning, which was pretty fun. I've been eating well, but not well, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We've
been eating
lots
good.
of delicious garbage.
But not well.
Eating good, but not well.
Yeah.
And I do not feel well because of it.
Last night, when we got back from my aunt's house, we went and did Christmas at her place, and it was super great, and we had a ton of fun, and my mother-in-law came with us for the first time, which was like really, really touching, and just kind of really awesome that Connie was a part of it. Because for so long it had been like there was a bit of a weird relationship like between me and Connie and between Tiff and Connie and the stuff with her sister and, you know, my brother-in-law, John, who is, I love the guy, but he's got fucking issues, man. Like he's got, you know, there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of baggage there. And the nice thing about the way we do holidays with the family that I have ended up with now, with, you know, my Aunt Sandy or my Aunt Sandy, however you want to fucking say it, my Aunt Leslie and my Uncle Harvey, who's sick, and I like that was the only real negative. Like, I don't know that Harvey will be making it to next Christmas. Like, I'm not entirely sure that he will be, but he's an old man. Like, he's in his 80s, you know, like it's not crazy to think like, oh, he might not be here for the next one, you know, like but this was like the first time that it really felt that way. Regardless of all of that, when we do holidays, like, it's just nice. Nobody's fighting. Nobody's angry at each other. Like, we just kind of hang out. We played this fucking, like, my Aunt Sandy came up with a little game, that I'm sure she saw on TikTok or Facebook or wherever the fuck, you know, throwing ping pong balls in a muffin tin, and whatever number you land in, you get that prize. And they were like scratch offs and little like dumb shit that she picked up. But it was just really fucking nice. And my mother-in-law got to be there, and she and Tiff drove separately because we just couldn't get out of our own fucking way yesterday. You know, like, we're opening presents and doing the thing, and then we had to like cook to then take shit over to Sandy's house. And so Tiff and Connie came later, and Tiff said that when they were driving home, Connie just like, it got quiet in the car for a minute, and Connie was just like, really genuinely thank you for letting me be a part of this. And it was like, for letting you be a part of, like, what a weird fucking thing to say. Like, to me, that's super fucking weird to be like, but you're part of the family. I didn't let you be a part of it. Like, you're part of the fucking family. Like, of course you're here. You know, but she was like, just thank you for letting me be a part of it. And it's why she made me this. So I posted it in the Discord. And for everybody, I know I say this all the time, but like, if you're not part of the Discord, the picture of the gift that my mother-in-law gave me is enough of a reason to be a part of the Discord. It is a diamond painting of a still from an episode of the original Masters of the Universe cartoon of He-Man just looking all fucking serious, like at the end when he would give like the PSAs. And these diamond paintings, like, if you've never made a diamond painting, they're thousands of little squares. And she fucking made this for me. Like, it's not the most expensive thing in the world. She made this for me particularly because she wanted to show her appreciation. Like, I made something that was a fucking pain in the ass for you because I appreciate you, you know? And I was like, dear God. And it's the greatest thing I've ever seen. I mean, you say Ellie won, Kris. No, she fucking didn't. She didn't get a He-Man diamond painting, Kris. She didn't fucking win shit.
She won it in this house.
Oh, no. I won in every fucking house. I also cried when I fucking opened this one. I did, and I legit like rolled a tear, and I just got up and gave her like a big fucking hug, and I was like, this means, like, this is so huge to me personally. Like, He-Man was such a defining part of me as a little kid. Like, still, you know, still fucking love Masters of the Universe and all that shit, but it, like, weirdly, most of the values and shit that I have in life come from, you know, cartoons. I mean, I guess that's not weird for people our age. We were raised on television, but like my value system was fucking informed by the Masters of the Universe. So the fact that she cared enough to pay attention enough to make this particular thing, was just really fucking heartwarming and touching and all of those things. And it was like, oh man, like, fuck yeah, Christmas. Where else are you going to get this kind of bullshit? This is awesome.
That's wonderful.
It really was. It really was.
Makes me happy. I'm glad you had a good Christmas. After your Thanksgiving was kind of shit.
Oh my God, it was so bad.
Turned out pretty good.
Yeah. Christmas was great.
My Christmas was also quite great. This is a really nice. I mean, like, gift wise, I did okay. I'm glad I got to go see a Flyers game with my mom. That book was nice. Yeah, I didn't get I didn't get the things that I wanted for Christmas, but I got, you know, the things that I wanted for Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, I do. What I wanted was to have a nice Christmas. So I didn't get the Mario thing. I got the Samus on the Viola amiibo, which is fucking gorgeous. It's amazing. But I got to see, you know, I got to make Ellie so happy. I got to finally let John play Cat Goes Fishing. You know, I made my mom real happy with the hoodie that I got her. My dad was like so thankful for the TV. Like, yeah, the gifts that I gave this year definitely made Christmas where it was. And
we gave Penn a banjo.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Roddy got a fucking graphics card that will be here tomorrow, theoretically, because when I ordered it, it was like, it'll be here before Christmas. And then a day later, they were like, nah, we were just fucking with you. Sorry, dude. I was like, oh, you bunch of fucking,
that's
like, it's really expensive. Really, really expensive Christmas present that wasn't there. So I made him a graphics card. Like, I made him a card, and I just wrote graphics all over it. Like 20, 30 times I wrote graphics, and then I even like wrote it in different languages, and it took him a second, and he was like, is this a fucking graphics card? Am I getting a graphics card? And I was like, yes, it's a graphics card. But then like
I did get myself a new watch. I got a new
that's exciting.
I got a new Apple Watch.
That is exciting.
It was
a new
free
Apple
too.
Watch. It's my favorite 4-letter F word.
Paid absolutely nothing for it.
Can't beat that with a stick.
It was $5 a month added to my phone bill, which we then found $5 a month that we could remove from my phone bill. So my phone bill is exactly the same as it was, and now I finally have an Apple Watch that doesn't need to be charged like 3 times a day.
That's outstanding.
It's nice, and it has the new operating system on it, so I can do fun things with it. So I guess that was a fun little gift to me. But
did you get any games?
I did not get any games, but like I said, I got a little bit of eShop credit, and then I bought some things for myself.
Right.
So, before I get to that stuff, because that was a really fun little rabbit hole I went down. I did play some stuff on the Switch too. I've played a decent amount more of Prime 4. I'm in the ice area, and I understand why people don't love this game. I am not those people. This game is doing it. This game is doing it for me in the ways that speak specifically to me. Like, I understand why people have problems with this. I adore the way that this game works. In that the world itself is beautiful and it is alive in a way that most games are not. As in, everywhere you go, not everything is just there to kill you. Like, the things that exist all over the place.
So it's not Australia.
Wildlife. Exactly, it's not Australia. Now, they can kill you, but they're not all there that are just interested to kill you, right? Because like most video games, even most Metroid games, you go into a room and there's monsters and they want to kill you. That's video games. Yeah. But this one, it's like you go into this place and there's like, oh, there's this giant swarm of bugs. Your natural instinct is to shoot it. But if you scan them, they're just like, yeah, these guys are just after this thing over there. And then you just leave them alone and they just do their thing. You walk right up to them. They don't care about you. They just do their thing. There's, weird plant monsters. Again, they're not out to get you. They're just there. They're dangerous. If you go fuck with them, they'll fuck with you back. But it seems like a lot of things in this game just exist in like a natural state of being. There are obviously monsters and creatures that are very aggressive. You walk into a room and they're like, I'm gonna kill you. But like 50% of them are just things that exist in this very natural feeling environment. And the environments are so cool. The places you go, the things that I have done so far in this game have just blown me away. And I know that a lot of people don't like the hub world. There was actually a bunch of stories that came out today as to why the hub world exists the way that it did. And like the fact that the game's weird development system, like basically the thought process is that when Prime 4 was originally being developed, the thought was to make it open world similar to Zelda. And then that wasn't working out. And so like the hub world kind of became a hub world instead of a big open world. And and then it just kind of like, this has been going on long enough. We need to release this game. Let's just finish it the way that it is.
Okay. Yeah.
That seems to be the general, like, that's what you can extrapolate from the article without them having to say that just flat out. That seems to be what happened. And playing the game, you can really see that. It falls back on a lot of like, well, it's just more Metroid Prime. It didn't really take things forward. But it does make me think that this team, if this is indeed the start of a new trilogy of Prime games, this team is capable of amazing feats. And if they can just start from the ground up on Switch 2 and move forward and make the ambitious game that they want to with the support from Nintendo, I think there could be something really special in the future. But regardless of any of that, again, I do understand the complaints. The combat is just Metroid Prime combat. The story doesn't seem to have as much super cool stuff going on that you want it to, like the Metroids and Psylux. Apparently there's not a whole lot of payoff to that. But I can't say I care all that much because there have been so many times that I've been playing and I just stop. I just stop and start walking slowly and looking at the world of like how pretty it is and how amazing everything looks and how lived in everything feels, which is something that the Prime series does so well. Specifically,
it does,
Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
So I'm loving Prime 4. I'm just loving it. I really, really love it. I meant to talk about this last week. Oh, go ahead.
I'm very excited to start it. I had to go. So when Tiff ordered it, she ordered it from Walmart. She was doing like a grocery order and was like, "Oh fuck, I forgot to get this." So she like threw it in there, and they sent me the Switch 1 version. And I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like, I could just do the upgrade thing, like, and it would work out to be the same price. And that would be fine, but it won't be the Switch 2. Like, I wanted the Switch 2 one just because, like, I want the Switch 2 one. And the spine will look better, but the front cover will look worse. And the front cover really does looks so much worse on the Switch 2 one.
It's so much better on Switch 1.
Oh my god, there's just so much fucking text on this, but whatever. So I had to go do that today. So I went and picked that up, and it's still upstairs wrapped, because we also got Roddy, Pokemon ZA, and that is what the Switch 2 has been doing all day. It's been Pokemon instead of fucking Metroid,
and
which is fine.
Talk about like Prime 4 looks very good on Switch 1,
yeah,
but it looks amazing on Switch 2. Pokemon Legends ZA is the difference between the Switch 1 and Switch 2 are night and day.
Is it?
Pokemon Legends ZA, like, it runs like trash on Switch, but it runs perfectly fine on Switch 2. It's never a great looking game, but it looks like it works. Whereas the Switch 1 is like, yeah, I don't know, man. So that's definitely, you want to play that on Switch 2 for sure.
Yeah, well, that's where it has been played. It's been there all day, which is fine.
On the opposite side of the spectrum, you want to talk about a good-looking Switch 2 game. I meant to talk about this last week and forgot. I played through the demo for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and holy shit.
Yeah.
I still don't know that I want to actually buy it, because I really don't know how much fun I'm going to get out of the game overall. But the demo was pretty fun and unbelievable looking. It was one of those things where I'm playing it and Karen sat down and she was like, "Oh my God, is this the game?" She like thought it was a cinematic. I'm like, "No, this is the game. This is what this looks like." And I know that there have been plenty of folks online picking it apart and being like, "Oh, look at the PS5 version. Like, zoom into these pixels and look how much better the PS5 version is." Like, of course it fucking looks better on PS5.
It better fucking look better.
Yeah, but you know what? It doesn't look bad on at all. If you don't put the other one next to it, it looks incredible on Switch 2. It is so good looking.
Yeah.
And I did start to get the hang of it a little bit. I ran into the same problem I had when I played it on PS4. Where I just got overwhelmed by how complicated everything was. But there's this mode that you can put it in now. It's just like, it's pretty easy. You're going to get the story. You don't have to worry about all these things, because like the difficulty to me in the game comes from the fact that I just can't fucking figure it out. It's not like it's like this is a hard thing. It's just, I don't remember what all these buttons do, and switching between the characters.
There's so many buttons.
You shoot up there, and then you tap this and hold this button and move like quarter circle X, Y, M, B, L, A plus alpha, and that'll make Barrett do a somersault into a Phoenix Down hybrid nature Hadouken or something. None of it makes it's so freaking complex. Yeah. And like they're giving you the tutorials as I'm playing. I'm like, I just can't wrap my head around this. I just want to push buttons. I just want to play Final Fantasy VII.
I just want to play the game.
That's what I want. That's all I want. I want to play Final Fantasy VII as it is on PlayStation that looks like this. But apparently that's not good enough. No, we need to reinvent the whole fucking wheel and make it active and, you know, hack and slashy. And like, I don't want that. I just want to play turn-based Final Fantasy VII that looks like this. Why can't I do that? Whatever.
Because we said no.
I hate that. I just hate it. I'm so angry about it. But it was a really, I could not believe how good it looked. It was just blew my mind how beautiful it was. Similarly speaking of beautiful games, and I knew this from the demo, but again, Kirby Air Riders is jaw-droppingly gorgeous. Yeah. It is just a phenomenal looking game when you can tell what the fuck is going on. Yeah. Look, it's pretty fun. I played it with John a bunch today, and we did a couple of races, and that was a blast. Because the races are straightforward, right? You can see how pretty everything is. And they're pretty fun. I think Mario Kart is innately way more fun in terms of just racing. I think Mario Kart is innately way more fun, personally. I just think it's more fun. I think I understand why some people like this better, and I'll get to that. So we did some standard races. Good times. So then we did Top Race, I think is what it's called.
Okay.
And I didn't realize that there was an alternate control scheme. And now I really want to play it with the alternate controls. Top Race is basically Kirby Air Riders, but super off-road. When I say Top Race, I mean it's literally just top view. So it's that game, but you're looking down on the course like super off-road, and you can actually have the controls make it so it's like super off-road. You know, to turn in one direction, it's not situational. It's like left turns you left, right turns you right kind of a thing. And that's how you would go around the courses. That sounds really fun to me. I had a blast with it. Yeah. Even with the control scheme that John was using. That's a really neat, fun extra mode that's in there.
Oh, that's cool.
But then we played City Trial. City Trial is the thing that everybody likes Kirby Air Ride for, right? City Trial is the thing. And I didn't get it back on GameCube, and I really don't get it now either. Especially with these graphics. It is so chaotic. And this is such a Sakurai game. So many of the sounds, the visuals, the menus are so Smash Brothers. But this game is so hectic and so fast paced. I couldn't tell what the hell was going on half the time. I'd be like, go here and do this thing. And okay, so I'm riding there, and there's particles and slashes and colors and numbers and names and ships, and there's just stuff everywhere in this game. Huh. It is so chock full of content, it's ridiculous. Because it's a Sakurai game. Like, you remember, you've played through Kid Icarus Uprising. There's like 900 different little items and little things you can get, and weapons, and the puzzle pieces for the big old pictures. That's all here. So John is just, he gets it. It filters right into his brain. He can tell exactly what's going on. He follows it perfectly. I'm playing it, and I'm like, I don't get this City Trial thing. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I'm just aged out from this or what, but I mean, maybe I don't get it. Yeah, I understand people love City Trial. It just seems like such insane chaos to me. But it's got really good music. It's gorgeous. It pulls characters and songs from all throughout the Kirby franchise. It was clearly a labor of love. I'm very glad that I got it for him, because like we didn't even hook up his computer for like half the day, because he was just
because you were just playing that
now. Yeah, he was just playing it for hours. He loves it, which makes me so happy because we've been talking about it for so long, and he hasn't even downloaded Deltarune yet, because like he also got eShop credits so that he can download Deltarune chapters 3 and 4, because he's played 1 and 2 and he was obsessed with those. But he has been just ever since Air Riders was announced, and especially since the demo was playable, he's just been nonstop. I am fucking ready for this game, and he's been so happy. He's just been so happy these last couple of days. This morning, before I get to the last bit, this morning I had a weird craving. Not weird, but like just out of nowhere, a song from Sayonara Wild Hearts got stuck in my head. It's like, you know what? I haven't played this in a while. So I booted up Sayonara Wild Hearts and played like the first 3 levels up to the first, I want to say, boss stage, as you would call it, Begin Again, which is one of the most amazing gaming experiences I've ever had in my life, is Begin Again in Sayonara Wild Hearts. It is one of the most beautiful games in all of existence, and I can't recommend it enough to everybody on Earth who likes music and video games. It's astounding.
That's a pretty big cross-section of people.
Yeah, it is. And you should all play Sayonara Wild Hearts. It is a masterpiece. So I was playing that, and it just clicked in my head like Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I have not bought that game yet, and that's the thing. That studio that made Sayonara Wild Hearts, one of the best games I've ever played, they should be like Thomas K. Young to me, or
they should be.
Yeah. Any game that they make, I need to try. And for some reason, Lorelei and Laser Eyes just looked like, this looks neat, but I don't know if it's for me. But I said the same thing about Sayonara Wild Hearts for like a year. Yeah. So I grabbed the eShop credit that I got, and I went to the eShop, and I just bought Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I haven't touched it yet, but I bought it. So I have it. I am ready to play it. I'm going to give it a go. I heard so many good things about it. It was on sale, so fuck it. I bought it. There it is.
Well, yeah, and Rumblemans loves that game.
Yeah,
right,
and
very highly recommended from him.
Yeah, so that's
we like
that's
that guy.
Decent. Yeah, that's a pretty ringing endorsement for me. So
it is.
I am definitely going to be giving that a shot. Now, while I was there in the eShop, I don't know who was playing it because, like, I don't. It was just someone's icon. But you go to the eShop now and switch to, and it's like these are games your friends have been playing. And I saw something called Patrick's Paradox.
Okay.
Like, okay, this looks cute. What is this? So I clicked on it, and I start looking at it, and it's like, okay, it's Sokoban. It's just box pushing.
Right.
Why is this interesting? And the video goes on for like 30 seconds. Then I was like, what the fuck?
Why do I actually want this?
So you're pushing these blocks, but then he pushed a block that was the stage. So when he pushed a block against the wall, he went into the smaller block that was the stage, pushed a block out of that block, and then pushed himself back out of the block into the other stage to push the blocks where they go and finish the stage. And I was like, holy shit, this game is weird. So I just played through like half the demo before we got on the show tonight. And it is wild. Like it starts off as just simple block pushing, but then you get to these things where like you go inside one and then it gets smaller and then smaller and smaller, and you can take things from one and move it into the next area that's connected to the previous area because it's like a paradox, but it's called Patrick's Parabox, and not Paradox, Patrick's Parabox. It's very cute. And where I left off was where, kind of like I was explaining about what I saw in the trailer, I still haven't wrapped my head around what to do about it. Because like before it was like you could just go into the block and it was its own little stage there, so you could do things and keep going in smaller and smaller or whatever. But this one, the place that you could go in was the stage that you were in. So you actually see all of your movements. You can see in this little tiny block, you moving around inside of the block. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Because you can push that around and then access different areas with it. It was blowing my mind.
That's super fucking cool.
I need to come back to it. Yes, it's called Patrick's Parabox. It looks very interesting. And I played through a chunk of the demo, and that was that.
Huh.
But something that brought me joy over this past week when I was feeling really down was I came downstairs and I booted up my VCS for the first time in a little bit because I was told that there was a massive sale on the VCS store. Now, the VCS is clearly not long for this world. It's amazing that it is still going as is, with how small its user base is, and how few games exist on the store. But there were a handful of games that I still really wanted to get for it, and most of them were on sale for pretty ridiculous prices. So I spent a little bit of time just, I was feeling a little blue, and then I booted up Breakout Beyond, and I was so happy because I love Breakout Beyond. And just kind of playing that game on I really love the VCS, and I really can't explain why. There's something about it just being an Atari platform, playing these Atari
it just speaks to you.
It makes me happy. It just speaks to me. So I had a really good time playing Breakout Beyond, and a couple of rounds of I played a little Donut Dodo and a couple of rounds of Yars Recharged. I was like, man, I love this. And then I came back down when there was that sale, and I went to the store and I bought a bunch of stuff. So one thing that I bought, which I'm really looking forward to playing more for, as I looked up like what are the best VCS games, and this one kept coming up. Like, look, it's got a terrible title, but the game is incredibly good. It's called Super 3D Maze 16, and I didn't get very far into it yet because I didn't put a ton of time in any of the games that I bought yet, but I plan to put more of it. But it's like this weird maze navigation game that narrates a story very similar to Bastion. So like you're playing, and then there's a narrator telling this story of like he woke up in this weird looking place that he didn't have any memories, so he started trying to find his way through. Like that, there's this cool voice telling this story as you're playing the maze game, which is in itself pretty fun. Like the movement feels good, and the mazes are interesting, and the different little like portals and stuff you can jump in and out of. It doesn't seem overly complicated, but it seems very well made. I'm curious. I mean, I have to assume this is available on other systems. Super 3D Maze 16. Is that what I said it was called?
Something like that. I've already forgotten because it's a terrible name.
Because it's a terrible name. Yeah, Super 3D Maze 16. It is a terrible. All right, so it's available on Steam, VCS. That's all I'm seeing is Steam and VCS.
Okay.
But yeah, it's really cool. I am very, very, very much looking forward to playing more of it. Because what I played was awesome. The next one I downloaded was something that I had been interested for a minute, but I was like kind of on the fence about because it was it struck me as a product tie-in. It's called Roasty Buds, and Atari was selling like Atari branded coffee like alongside Roasty Buds, and I was like, oh, this is probably just a product tie-in. But it went the other way around. And when I found out that it went the other, no, they made this game Roasty Buds, and then Atari was like, we should make coffee to promote this. And that's what they did. So it went the other way around. And I heard the game was actually quite good. So I figured I'd give it a roll. So it's like a kind of one of those super like Meat Boy style platformers, you know?
Yeah.
You're a coffee bean and you have to keep like doing
love that
in these like
I'm already in.
Yeah, it's not like single screen per se, but all these other coffee beans are like your friend coffee beans are trapped in these various crates throughout the stages, and you run and jump and stuff to get these crates, and your roasty friends come out and follow you around, kind of like lemmings, but they're in the background, so you don't have to worry about them getting killed by traps. You still only have to worry about you getting killed by traps, and the point is every time you die, you lose one of the ones that are following you. So you want to try to get to at the end of the stage without dying, and then when you get there, you throw all of your friends into the grinder and make coffee.
Wow.
It's kind of great. It had cute music. The visuals are real nice. It's got these funny little voices that go along with it. It's pretty fun. It reminded me a bit of another really good VCS game I got called Millie and Greg, which is also on other platforms. I have to assume this is on other platforms. Roasty Buds. All right, there's Roasty Buds Specialty Coffee, but where's the Roasty Buds game? What is it available on besides VCS? It's neat. I just love this VCS. I love that it exists. And I that's another one that I'm looking forward to putting more time in. That, and I'd like to go back and finish Millie and Greg. I did the first 3 worlds in that, I think. Yeah. It's very similar to Meat Boy. Not quite Celeste, but there's mechanics that are very similar to Celeste as far as like the way you jump and then kind of double jump in a different direction. Millie and Greg's it's a solid game. I talked about that like a year and a half ago, I think.
A long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago. But it's one of those VCS games that brings me the smiles. Yeah,
can't be mad at that, man.
Roasty Buds on other platforms. Yeah, and again, it was like $2 or something. This sale was insane. Yeah. So those are the 2 that I actually played. But I also downloaded Combinera, which I have on Switch, but it was like $3, and it's an Atari game. It's like, yeah, I'd play more Combinera, and I'll do it down here. I downloaded Aka R, which is one of those Llamasoft wacky reinvention games. Yeah. Again, it was pretty cheap, and if I'm ever going to play it, I'm going to want to play it here. But the 2 that I'm most excited to play are Quamp 2 and Adventure of Samsara. Quamp 2 is on sale for, I think, like $5 or $6, and Samsara was down to like 10, which is 50% off.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
And I really wanted to play Adventure of Samsara. Like, even before the Silk Song was announced to be coming out, that game was like, oh, this takes place in the world of Adventure for 2600. It looks really weird and interesting. It got buried. Nobody talked about this game. Yeah. It came out the same day as Silk Song, and it just got completely buried. I've seen like maybe 1 or 2 reviews for it, and they were kind of mixed to begin with. They both said it was very interesting, and that's really what I'm after. It looks wild and interesting. And Quamp 2 looked amazing to me. Quamp is like if you turned Pong into some sort of adventure game. It looks really, 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 really good. It's been on my Switch wish list for ages. I tried to get a review code for it back when it first came out, but never heard back. So I'm really, really looking forward to giving both of those a try. The only other games, so I made a list of like, well, what are all the games that I want to get on VCS? Because who knows if the VCS store will even exist next year? You know what I mean?
Right. It is very, very possible it will not.
Yeah. So the only things I'm missing, iRobot, I wouldn't mind having. I don't know if it's any good or how much I'd play it, but I wouldn't mind having it just for the sake of having. It's such an Atari game.
Right.
They remade Haunted House, which I don't know if is going to be my style. Very similar to what we're talking about with Hades. It's one of those kind of games, that kind of perspective, but it's a remake of Atari 2600 Haunted House, which I love. And there's also a port of Degeneration, which I doubt is any good, but I love Degeneration, so I want to get it on VCS. But it wasn't on sale. And the other two were on sale, but not as deeply discounted, where I could just like toss whatever money I have at it. So
right,
because like I think at this point, I don't think there's going to be too many more games released on VCS, but definitely not too many more absolute must-haves. I didn't really like Lunar Lander Beyond, so I'm not going to get that. I liked Yars Rising enough, but not enough to want to play through it ever again in my life, so I'm not going to pick that up on VCS. But yeah, I'd like to just be like, well, these are all the games that I have for it, and I'm good. I have Atari 50. I have the recharged games. They're really fun to go back to. I'll replay Atari Mania one of these days because that game was a blast. It's good stuff. So, yeah. While on one hand, it does kind of feel odd to be putting more or less a cap on this thing.
Right.
And there are a bunch of like 7,800 homebrews that are supposed to be really good, but that's not really my scene. I don't love 7,800 games, just the way they look and sound, but
that's just not the nostalgia you have.
Highly enough.
Yeah,
it's not. I'm a 2600 guy, and I really love the Atari's sort of modern takes on these classic games and the stuff that's been showing up on there. Like, I'm surprised Looney Landers isn't on other platforms yet, because that was really great. That's from the Donut Dodo people. So, either way, I love that VCS, and it brings me so much joy to sit down here in the basement and play it. So, I'm glad I got a bunch of new games to play. Adventure
that's awesome. Like,
and Comp 2.
To play new games, new Atari games, and Atari ass games on an Atari system in the year of our Tallarico 2025, like that's like a huge fucking thing. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's fun.
Love that. Love that for you.
That's me. That was a whole lot of games this week, and I have off all week. So I'm going to be, as much as I possibly can, I really want to sit on my butt and play some of these things and really, really try to enjoy myself. I want to hopefully finish Prime 4. I'm really looking forward to our 2026 year in preview, because I don't know what I'm looking forward to this next year. Besides,
oh god, there's so
I can't
much.
Really think of anything. I'm sure there's
so
just
fucking much
jumping out at me. So
there's so much. I mean,
I'm excited.
I know for me, like, just right off the rip, like, the thing I'm most excited for next year is fucking Wolverine. Because, oh boy, if they fucking nail that, that's going to be just, I can't imagine anything more fun, than just like, but that's a podcast for another podcast in a week.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Sorry, what are we doing next week? Golden came in. That's right.
600.
That's right. It's a big fucking deal, apparently, that somebody was like, hey, we should do a video podcast for. And then your wife will buy you a really expensive 4K camera. It's like, what are you doing, Hannah? We don't need to shoot this in 4K, but we can.
We're going to be posting it in 720p, but sure.
We're going to be posting it in 240, but it will have been natively shot in 4K, because that is what I do for you, the listeners. Yeah. So, what did I do this week?
What have you been playing?
So, mostly Ball Pit. For Christmas, I got, like we talked about earlier, I got the Prime 4, Switch 2, I had to go do that whole thing. I got Ghost of Yotei, which I'm super, super fucking excited to jump into that. It's been killing me. It came out on my birthday, and I didn't fucking get it on my birthday. Because we were going to do other shit, and then and I'm not saying that like in a dickhead way. I'm just saying that in a it just didn't happen. We were going to do it, and then we didn't fucking do it for whatever reason, and life kept getting in the way and whatever. But I finally got Ghost of Yote, which I can't wait to start. Which I have to start this week. For Golden Caveman and all that shit. And I also got a PlayStation Portal. Which you and I could not fucking remember the name of in the car for whatever reason last week.
I just wanted to say PSP, but that's not it. It's not the PlayStation
but
Portable.
That's just definitely not it. That thing, so the main reason I got it, the main reason that I wanted to do it, was for my life has really become recently, over the last number of years, has really been a lot more parallel play, in terms of spending time, with the kids or with Tiff, right? And parallel play is kind of this idea. It's not really I don't want to say it's like a trendy thing, but there are a bunch of videos on TikTok and YouTube of people who've just fucking discovered this concept. But the whole idea is that, for Tiff especially, and for a lot of autistic people, high functioning, low functioning, whatever, what they really is I want to be with you, I want to be next to you, but I don't want to do the thing that you're doing. Right? I want you here on the couch with me, but I absolutely do not want to play the show any fucking more than I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to play it, but I do want you on the couch with me. So, the Steam Deck has been really great for that. I just don't use the Switch 2 that way for whatever reason. The Switch 2 is certainly my least played system that I have. But I was like, man, there's really a lot of PlayStation stuff that I would like to play. I'm sitting here on the couch with Tiff or whatever. So let me do the Steam Deck thing where you can stream from the PlayStation to the Steam Deck and whatever. There's this program called Chiaki, and it works pretty well. But it didn't work as it didn't work as well as I wanted it to work. So I figured let's give the PlayStation Portal a shot. It's cheap enough now, quote unquote cheap enough. It was on sale for most of November and December, for around $180, which is not a bad price for it, at all. That's what I think Tiff picked it up for. It's normally only $200. But I got that all set up and running today because yesterday was all running around and family stuff and whatever. And it works fucking flawlessly. I booted it up and connected to my PS5 and was sitting on my couch and was all right, let me check out a bunch of different stuff. So the first thing I did, because it was a new PlayStation system, was I went and streamed some Ridge Racer, from the cloud gaming stuff because it's a new PlayStation and you have to play Ridge Racer on it. And pulling it from the cloud and pulling an old game worked totally fine. And I was all right, well, that's fine. That's Ridge Racer. Let me see what some of these other games look like. So I started streaming, or cloud streaming, Soul Calibur 3. That just recently got added to the PlayStation Plus catalog. That played super fine. Everything was really responsive. You could, I was playing matches, and everything was playing the way that you would want it to play for a fighting game. No lag, none of that shit. Then I switched over to, all right, let me stream directly from my PlayStation, see how that works. And I streamed, I just pulled blueprints, and just started running around, did a couple runs through that today. And I pulled Death Stranding 2. And it was fucking great. It was just perfect. I'm just sitting on the couch, playing Death Stranding 2 on the PlayStation Portal. It's a really, really nice screen. It's really comfortable. I think the DualSense controllers are among the best controllers ever made. I really, really fucking like that controller. and splitting it in half and putting a touch screen in the middle. Yeah, it works really, really well. It's a really nice screen, like I said, really bright, like the colors really pop on it. And no fucking lag. Like, that was the big thing. Even being in the same room with my Steam Deck running the Chiaki program. And I know some people have a flawless experience with it. I just did not have that experience. No lag. It was running perfectly. It was fucking awesome. I'm super excited to use this thing going forward. The only issue is that now I'm looking for like a little charging dock for it. And everything has fucking RGB lighting on it. And I just don't fucking want RGB lighting on literally everything, man. Like, I don't need rainbow colors spinning around this fucking base as I'm fucking charging up my portal. Like, I'm an adult. This is an adult toy. Like, I don't need to fucking gamer it, you know? Even like the Power A, which is like a respectable company and whatever. Because like you go on Amazon and it's like, here's 9 million different fucking charging docks from 6,000 different companies. And they're all the same fucking thing. And they're all fucking RGB lighting gaming bullshit. I just don't want it. I don't want it. I don't need it. Fucking stop it. Just fucking stop it. Anyway, regardless.
The mouse that John has for his computer is that 3D lighting. And he thinks it's super cool, and I think it's super cool, but also I don't want it for my own computer. I love it for his, but I don't want it for mine.
I'm like, come on, man.
Ball Pit's on sale for $11.99.
Yes. So,
should I get it at $11.99?
I mean, you should get it at $30.99. Like, it's I like I said. So I started playing it last week. I feel the same itch and the same desire to, one, go back to it, but two, all right, one more run. Just one more. Let me just go through it one more time. One more thing. All right, I just unlocked a new character. One more time. And then 4 hours later, I'm like, fuck, it's 3:00 in the morning. I gotta fucking go to bed, man. I've just been up playing Ball Pit all fucking night. Very similar to Vampire Survivors.
It's on sale till the 5th. I've got time.
Okay. Very similar to Vampire Survivors. It is a lot more complex than it seems on the surface, because you're shooting these balls and each character starts with a special ball. And then as you're going through and you're collecting, little shards or whatever, as you defeat enemies, you get to level up, and then you level up the balls. And then there's a special thing that happens where you can, so there's like this little glowy thing. And when you collect it, it gives you up to 3 options. So there's fission, which will just give you like upgrade points to whatever your things is. You get 4 active balls that you can be firing at a time. And then there's all these little baby balls that go with the main like attacking types that you get. And then there's 4 passive buffs that you can get. With the main attacking balls, after you get this little fission power up thing, sometimes it will level them up. Sometimes you can fuse the balls. So when you get 2 balls up to level 3, you can fuse the effects together, which will then take it down to just, so instead of using up 2 slots, now you're just using up the 1 slot, and you can collect an additional new power up to do that. Or there's also evolutions that you can do. If you get 2 particular ball types that work together, you can fuse them into a new part, or into a new ball. Then you can level that one up and fuse that, or evolve that, or like, there's all this like, what the fuck is happening? I just wanted to shoot balls at this thing, and now I'm like fucking balls deep into this system that they've got developed there. And then there's also, in between runs in the pit, there's like a town building thing where you like send out characters to like harvest wood and harvest wheat. And in order to unlock new characters, like you get the character's house, you find blueprints in the fucking pit when you're going through the stage. And then like when you build a new character's house, it'll be like that needs 2 stone and 3 wood, right? So you can either get those in the dungeon as you're going through it, or you can harvest them with your characters. And then you have to upgrade the house a certain amount of times, and you upgrade it by hitting the house with your character. Like you hit it 5 times and then you unlock a new character. The thing of it is that you have to then set up the little village thing that you're building the correct way, because the people that you send out to harvest also bounce off of shit as if they were the balls in the ball pit. So like they will bump into a structure and then shoot off into a different direction. So there's like all this strategic shit that goes along with that as well. It's super fucking fun. It's super interesting. This game's fucking incredible. This game's great. There's a ton of DLC coming for it. The developer already announced. He was like, he put out a snarky video of like, all right, you guys fucking, we sold over 1 million copies, so I guess I'll fucking make some DLC and whatever. Like, I haven't felt this way about a game, like I said, since Vampire Survivors. Is it as good as Vampire Survivors? I don't know that that's a fair comparison. That game is still the most incredible $5 that you can spend. It's a very different thing, obviously. Here you're playing Arkanoid, or Breakout or whatever, versus that being a bullet hell. But there is some bullet hell-ish stuff to Ball Pit as well. When the enemies start attacking and you've got hundreds of things on screen and all the balls are flying in different directions, and you want to make sure that you're catching your special balls as you're throwing them, because if they go all the way to the bottom of the screen, they don't fire until they hit the bottom of the screen and then come back up to you. If you catch them, you fire them immediately back out. So there's like all this shit going on that you're managing, but it works really, really fucking well, and it's just fucking fun. It's just great. I absolutely love it. It plays great on the Steam Deck. It plays great on the Mac Mini. I am sure it plays great on PlayStation and Switch and wherever the fuck else you could possibly get it. It's awesome. Highly recommended.
Well, that is high praise.
Highly, highly recommended.
I'll probably wind up getting it.
Yeah, I really,
it's on sale for 20% off. I've got store credit, so
I do not throw out the Vampire Survivors comparison lightly. I really, really don't. But man, has this really just struck a nerve.
I did talk about how I finished Danish 4, right? Did I actually get to talk about it? I think I did.
Yeah. I think so. I don't remember what we talked about.
Yeah, it was
last week in the car versus last week on the show.
Yeah, the car versus the show. But I made the cover for the show Danish 4, so I must have talked about it, I think. Yeah, no, we're good. I did.
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, you got anything else?
I don't think so. I think that's it. I really haven't played much else this week because this week was just so busy. And that was kind of that's one of the other reasons I played Ball Pit as much as I did, is because it is that pickup and like each run takes like 15 minutes. And it's like, all right, well, I have 15 minutes. I don't have 3 hours to sit down and play a game right now. I do have 15 minutes though. So let me just jump in and do one of those runs real quick. Next week I will have plenty to talk about though, because I'll have Prime 4 to talk about. I'm about to go have some cheesecake, like a proper Golden Girl, and then start Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I will start the rest of this shit.
It comes out on Switch too.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm still very leery about the first person-ness of it, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Well, we will, unless we all die in a fire.
I mean, I don't know.
I'd like to hope we won't, but you never know.
You never know. But yeah, I think that's about it. I think that that puts a nice bow on 2025. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, you absolute fucking animals. Same. I love all of you.
Yep. I'm ready to go spend some quality time in the bathroom before I go to bed. I'm very tired, but my stomach's very upset with me. Very, very not happy with my life choices lately.
Well, hey, go have some more cookies. Fucking show your stomach who's boss.
No. I'm thinking about it. The thing is that this party that Karen wants me to go to, it's for these people they're perfectly nice people, but they're not my people. So like,
right.
I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna be there for hours. She said, yeah, it starts like 3 p.m. Ellie wanted to do a sleepover, and she's like, well, I don't know when we're gonna get back from this party. So I'm like, clearly, I'm spending at least 3 to 4 hours at this party, and it's gonna be us, and it's gonna be me having forced small talk with people that it takes energy to communicate with.
Not if you bring your Switch too. Then you can just sit there and play that and ignore everybody.
Yeah, but that's a great way to piss my wife off.
And you're pissed off that you have to go to the party. She should be pissed off that you're at the party. That seems fair. What's the problem with that?
You are an endless fountain of wisdom, Dan. Any Hoosers, that is our show. Join us next time for our 600th episode.
Son of a bitch bastard, that's a lot of episodes.
A lot of podcasts. Our official 600th episode of the Stone Age Gamer podcast. It should be our first proper video podcast. I'm going to be making an attempt to edit together tonight's video recording just to see how that all works. And I think we should be able to do this thing reasonably comfortably, and then you can see our faces while we're talking, and who knows, maybe that'll make us a more popular podcast. I don't know.
Right.
Anything could happen.
Or less popular. One of the two.
No, right. It could be worse. But yes, it's the annual Golden Caveman Awards. We're going to be giving out our Best of the Year awards, and I'm very excited about it because I haven't chosen them yet, but I've got a couple of ideas floating around. And the Golden Caveman Awards are always fun. So
they are always fun,
folks. We're on most social media platforms, and if you want to get in touch with us, we aren't very difficult to find. All it takes is a quick look at our show notes, and you'll see links to our social media accounts, as well as all manner of other fun stuff, like a link to our namesake, StoneAgeGamer.com, and more useful links than you can shake a joystick at. If you'd like to get early access to this show's episodes, as well as a bevy of other shows on the Geekade Podcast Network, check out our Patreon. Also linked to in the show notes. It helps keep this show running week after week, and all our patrons are loved and appreciated. This show's theme song, Squared Roots, was written by Banjo Guy Ali. You can learn all about his wonderful music and more by following the link to his YouTube channel, also in the show notes. And finally, as always, we'd like to thank our intrepid editor, Evan, for making the show listenable for all you folks. I'd like to thank all you folks for listening in the first place. That's it. On behalf of Dan and myself, keep playing games.